mic on.
Oh no,
Hey.
I'm not ready.
Hey guys, I hope that everything's on, everything's perfectly. I hope so. I want to do a test.
Let's do a test.
Let's do a test
Let's
because
do a test.
we're still in the.
Are we testing?
Well, I need to wait 30 seconds because it's.
Oh no! Not
Yeah.
the 30-second rule.
We're doing the 30 seconds.
Let's see. Let's see if it.
Rule.
Let's
Okay.
see if it works.
All right, there we go.
I hear our
So.
voices.
Hi everybody. Welcome to the Binding Conquerors of Arthurian Tales. This is the 5th edition D&D game based in the 5th century. We currently are missing a Riven and Wolf. They will be here as soon as they can. There was traffic.
Yeah.
The good old traffic. But yeah, okay, let's get through announcements and then get into hopefully the first full game back at the table.
What?
Because last time we kind of just had a half seat.
We have.
Today's
We had
a
a
full
full
Z. I just realized something
Uh
about my eraser.
oh. You need an eraser?
No, I have an eraser.
Okay.
I have one.
Okay.
It's funny.
You know what? I feel like the Let's Plays are just get everything working for this stream.
Get everything working for the stream?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess we have all the issues.
Our Let's Plays times are always like,
Technical
oh, we
issues.
forgot to turn the microphone.
Yeah.
But-
and then when we get live, it's like, oh,
when
we
we go
forgot
live for
okay,
this,
Everything's
we're
right.
traumatized already.
Yes. I mean, that is how that works. That is how that works.
Trauma is
So-
a fun thing.
So schedule your trauma before you go live.
Yeah, exactly. You're supposed to do a sound check and an audio check, but
We don't do that.
we should. But
We
don't.
don't.
Why would you?
Professionals.
Why would it be a DNC stream without audio issues?
Yeah.
I know.
That's how we roll.
So, I guess announcements for this week. We won't have a Friday game. We're still taking a little break from Friday. And our Sunday Magic game is going to be not a thing because I don't know when I'll be back from Louisiana. So, that's the situation. Because I agreed to something 5 months ago and I just realized it's this weekend.
Eraser.
It was too late to cancel.
Eraser. No, there's no way I would have canceled it. I just misplaced dates. So I guess let's go ahead and do our pre-use announcements. Hey guys, you should go to our merch store and get some cool things like this, or like that amazing beautiful T-shirt. Look at that. Who's that? Is that ooh? All the information down below.
Not included.
Yeah.
Not in fact edible.
Not it's. I mean, and not with that attitude. All right. Everything's edible if you really try hard enough. I saw a lady eat a couch. Like, come on.
Whoa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's actually not a good thing.
That's not. But
So,
how
how do you know when we have new things on our merch store? Well, if you become a patron, you'll be first know because as soon as we launch something for the first 2 days, usually there's a discount for like 40% off or whatever.
Yeah.
So, you should become a member of our Patreons because we do behind the scenes stuff. And like next month, we're gonna go watch some Star Wars together, so you can like hang out with us. Depending on how far you guys get, the first like question asked on Patreon on what you guys should encounter, you could see it tonight,
Hello.
or you'll see it in a couple of months because it's Wednesday's crew.
Oh,
That's
So-
ouch.
burning.
You guys love role playing,
Yeah, that's
We
true.
do.
That's
yeah.
very true.
So like that's all. There wasn't anything
That's
negative.
That's very
In any
true.
case. Also, speaking of things that we do, Patrons, our bros that do the Ellum comic, you should go support their Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can be part of an amazing community and have cool games things that they do. That's how you say words. Hang out with them, get information for the Ellum comic. Also, the Ellum comic is free, so you can just go to Webtoons and find out about it.
Oh.
Give me that backpack. Please and thank you. I need to advertise a thing.
We have advertisement
Yeah.
incoming,
Yeah.
guys.
So our bro Dickie released his first book.
Yes.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, it's thank you. It's a thickums.
It's a thickums.
Yeah. Survivor of the Medium Dawn. You should go get it. It's extremely reasonably priced, and you support a local artist, and that's amazing. Support art. Yeah, go. You can get it at Amazon, so go get it there. Go. So you have an excuse. You'll get it in the next day because shipping.
Yeah.
And then friends that also do things. Talon and Claw, which makes amazing products like these spell slot holders and that dice rolls. They just successfully did a second Kickstarter, which I cannot wait to get my Kraken vault made out of hemp wood.
Oh, also, Jess, do you know something that we haven't said for Talon and Claw in a while?
What?
Because we haven't been in the table. Look, they make DM screens.
Oh my god, they did. This DM screen was made by Talon and Claw. Yes.
Yes. The beautiful
We haven't done
That's
that
true.
in a
We have
while.
not said
DMC Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
DM
It is
screen.
epic.
Yeah,
It sets the tone for the table.
Yeah, Anthony makes a lot of
Customized.
Go support them. I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh, damn.
Nice.
I'm not happy with that, but I'm
Remove-
glad I did
remove
it
it
now
from
instead
your
of in the
system.
game.
It's I rolled a nat 20 on a Talon and Claw dice on a Talon and Claw tray. Right there. So, if you use the code Divine Conquer, you get 10% off. All the info is down below. As per usual, everything's just down below. Go support our Go Be Cool Bros. I guess let's do our intros in the backward position. What's up?
Oh, yes.
Hey guys, what's up? So I'm gonna make this real short and sweet. Be kind to everyone, as if you can, please. World's crazy. World needs more kindness, but everybody needs love. There we go.
Thank you so much.
Sweet love.
Be a neighbor, as Mr. Rogers would say.
Miss Rogers is a VA. So, hey guys, I'm Jesus. I'll be y'all's Dungeon Master. Doing it completely backwards to give Rian and Wolf time.
It's fine.
Who's you?
Oh, Nikes, you are doing it backwards. Hey guys, I'm looking here. Hi, I'm Jess. I play Lena Meadowbrook. She's a wood elf cleric, and she would like you all to have long life and I forgot flourish. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, long life and flourish, babies.
Yeah. Hey, Lee, who are you playing?
Anticlimactic. No. I am Everlee. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm Lee, and I play Everlee. I'm doing this Stephanie thing. I miss her. Anyway, yes, I am also a nature domain cleric, but I got wings, so we'll have to figure that out. And that's the thing.
Part of the murder crew.
Yeah,
Part
Murder
of-
Crew,
yeah,
Murder
Murder-
Crew 2.0.
Yep. Hashtag Murder Crew. Hey, Jeremiah, who are you playing?
I am playing Saerus Fenlor Ward, a fighter, Genasi, who is a knight of the Phoenix Order. As you have found out.
And hey, Trent, who are you playing?
I'm gonna be playing Carver Ellum, your typical Hexblood Warlock.
Whoa.
Such a typical. And we are missing our Crosshatch, who's been played by Orion, and who's a Warforged Warlock.
Yeah, that's him.
And then Wolf is Ikad, who is a person who is an old man.
Sometimes.
He's just
Sometimes.
a humble vegetable farmer.
And then our resident, there is an Evelyn, and then here is our
Riven.
gothiest of boys,
Riven.
Riven. And here is your construct, because this is the thing you guys saw that night.
Yikes.
Oh no, I don't like it.
You see how? Yeah. No.
With that,
Oh boy.
let's roll that beautiful Bane footage.
Happy
Okay.
Okay, so, as we're recapping as our beautiful, beautiful friends have joined us, but let's
You say joined us, I say convenient timing. Very convenient timing.
just because you guys didn't see, there's a mini of the Eldrazi that you saw.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
So, to recap, what had happened?
What had happened was.
What happened was.
The party was trying to end a night after encountering this entity that we're calling Bagman for no reason whatsoever at the Clemente estate.
Because he's got the bag, homie.
Yeah, after facing this horrible creature
My bag, baby.
and it escaping. Fearing from Carver's patron, you guys needed to finish it. You wouldn't let it go. As we got some repairs, healing was being done to from the injuries that was suffered within the battle. A little experiment as the Bagman almost killed Ikad. As an improvised battle occurred, and you guys
I had him on the ropes.
You had him on the ropes. You had him on the
It
ropes.
was right where I wanted him.
I tried to pay a blacksmith afterwards, and he didn't want my money.
Then after you guys essentially killed this Bagman out in the fields, after 6 seconds, it came back and ran into the woods. After recovering and going off into the woods, you guys found a clue within Arthur's sword, which, if you put it to the light now,
Yes!
Reassembled?
it reassembled, perfectly mended.
Has everyone else looked at this?
No.
I haven't.
I think it was.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you hold it to the
Oh,
light,
today,
you can
right
see
now,
the drawing through it.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
right
wanted
now,
to
yes.
last time.
Oh, that is cool.
Last time you were like looking at it.
Yeah, I was expecting it. And
After after opening the pommel and twisting out twisting the hilt and pulling out the pommel, with inside it was a gem, and you could see inside clues that led to the White Mountains and this god of cold. So, as you guys have very heavily and obviously statedly overstayed your welcome,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think yours.
a couple of days worth of rations have been thrown to y'all's feet. What did we do, guys?
My vote's for going to Merlin personally. I said as much in the Discord server. But yeah, Merlin, I have a statistically lower chance of being immediately murdered upon being seen.
so are we ending the second, or are we starting the second we ended?
Unless you guys want to fast forward a little bit, then yeah.
Okay, so the guy he was sparring with was starting to walk away.
Yes.
I am going to end Sylvan because I've heard him talk to Cross.
Yeah.
Ask what he's not telling us about the mark.
But the mark
Yeah, on Cross's chest.
Right.
you asked in something.
Yeah,
Um,
he called me cursed.
You did.
We're all like together, right?
Yeah, you'll be I believe in your room. Well, at least 3 of you guys, and then everyone's on the outside. As
Oh yeah, I'm chilling outside after
Yeah.
that.
as the food was thrown.
Yeah, it was me,
Me and
yeah, it was
Ikad.
me, Lena, and Ikad that was in my room.
Yep.
In my room.
And then I went and tried to go get everybody.
Mending and
Just a little
healing.
quick question.
Mending
When
and healing.
just a little quick question. When I asked you to mend the gem, did you also mend the sword or just the gem? Because the sword was destroyed too, right?
No, the sword wasn't destroyed. You had to remove
Yeah,
the hilt and then screw off the pommel. Like it
Yeah.
reassembles together, but it just
broke
has.
the gem, but you took the hilt off right afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I thought the hilt of it kind of snapped too,
No.
or something. Okay.
I'm also. So you said he didn't respond?
No, I'm trying to open up my notes, but this tablet is incredibly slow and not doing what I want it to do.
Was the gem visible on the outside of the sword?
No, because it was covered. It doesn't look like he's noticed that the gem's there.
I'm gonna toss the gem back and just say, "Don't break it this time."
In him responding to what he knows about Cross, the only thing that I know is that that's not natural.
Thanks for your help. I'm gonna
Bear in
just.
mind, I'm not inside. I am downstairs in front of the front door because my
That one pointing in the direction. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say thanks for your help. Walk towards where Cross is, and under my breath, but loud enough to be heard
Oh boy.
in Sylvan. Wish I could have figured that one out on my own. Very sarcastically.
Okay. As you'll make your way to outside and say that. Yes.
I'm gonna carefully put the gem back in that little slot of the sword. If it
Okay.
fits.
You'll be able to put it. You smashed it. That's why it shattered. But yes, you'll be able to carefully
And
put
try
it back
to
in.
kind of secure like the little thing.
Yeah, no problem.
And then unsummon it and see if it disappears with
Does
the
it
gem
just-
kind of like
Yeah.
that. Okay.
I would say that after maybe like 20 minutes of like looking and gathering your stuff, you are given 5 days worth of rations. That's per person, not including the scarecrow. This time.
I don't have a stomach yet.
Yeah. Morphine.
Oh no.
That's
You
all right.
also do know that your horses have an equal amount of food, each one.
Carver's building you a body.
I know what I'm pulling out of myself next.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god.
No.
An entire stomach.
You literally not have a
As
skill.
the sun's rising, most of y'all have not gotten a full rest or being interrupted. The sun is rising, warmness is starting to kind of peer through the cold night as snow starts falling ever so slightly. What do we do, y'all?
This.
No, basically that we're gonna start kind of packing. And I am gonna kind of ask everybody, well, so where do you want to head out? We have options. This mountain, Camelot, or Berlin, where we initially wanted to go to anyway.
My number one priority currently is getting this thing out of my fucking bag. This is the third bag I've made that it has put a hole in that it can travel through, which means we can't store stuff in my bag.
I am tired of these motherfucking men in my motherfucking bag.
Exactly. As far as the places we could look at going,
Ikad, you also do recall that when you were looking inside the bag of holding and the bagman appeared, you saw about 12 other small rips throughout the bag.
yeah, I will also bring up that there are other holes that he's made, and I don't know where.
Okay.
And I could try to go in and go through one of them,
No.
but that seems questionable.
We want you to live.
I feel like what happened last time might happen again. No offense.
I almost had
can't.
him. He got a cheap shot in. That's all it was.
We can't really. I'm not sure, but I don't think we can go into that bag like you can.
I mean, anyone can.
Merlin's beard.
As an example, when I say anyone can, I will just shove Cross's arm up to his shoulder into the bag and then pull it back out.
You're gonna.
It's
Is
cold.
there?
I don't need to breathe.
Cyrus has a helmet, his helmet on, so you don't really see it, but you kind of go like this, like a little cat. Like he's very confused because that bag is so small.
Yes.
And Cyrus is so big.
I think the sword should probably get to Arthur at some point.
Yeah.
My father said,
He
Arthur.
can't go to Camelot. If they see you without your helmet, you're getting killed. Y'all's ears are a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
I'd rather not go
So
You're a little
Merlin,
short.
to the church.
Merlin,
Maybe
yeah,
I'm
and
wrong.
you're small. Merlin feels like a decent plan because he works with Arthur,
Right.
and we could probably trust him to get the sword to Arthur, or y'all probably could. I think I know what he would do with the
Wait,
sword.
you were trusting Merlin?
Yeah, I was gonna
Hold
say, what
on.
about the pamphlet?
If you want to know what I think he would do with the sword, I wrote this up yesterday.
Yes.
Gimme.
The title on the pamphlet just says Merlin has no gag reflex? Question mark.
I think that may have been the whiskey.
And I'm gonna read that damn pamphlet.
I'm gonna.
But I'm also very testy this morning, and you can kind of. Lena's not really talking as much as she normally would.
Yeah, basically, I'm gonna look at everybody and I'm like, if you want, if we travel to Camelot, maybe it will help. But I can send word to one of the knights there
What?
to maybe get us a little bit of safe passage. Maybe.
It doesn't matter if we have someone saying we have safe passage. Besides myself, potentially Carver, as long as they're finding short people. I don't know, humans are crazy. And
I've been inside of Camelot a few times.
I have
with
too.
my armor, but
I spent a couple of years growing up in Camelot. I've seen what happens when people who look like most of us walk into Camelot.
Extinction.
Yeah, we avoid. As a rule.
Merlin already teleports his poop somewhere. He can probably teleport the sword to Arthur. I hand you another pamphlet.
Can I see this one?
That's the one with the
Where-
theory
where
talking
he
about the
goes-
fact that
Where
Merlin
does he
never
go?
has to use the bathroom because he just got a portal to a different plane at his
Can you
exit.
imagine being in that plane?
At
Not like,
his
not
exit.
again.
Wait, you said at his exit?
Yeah. That's how it's phrased in the pamphlet as well.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna kind of like think about that, and it was like, you know what you're saying kind of makes sense. But also at the same time, the longer we hold to this sword, the more in danger that we are.
Okay. What's the day? How many days trip is it to Camelot? Because we were looking before at how far it
Like
was to
3 days
Camelot,
to
how far
Yeah,
it was to Merlin, how far it was to the
And
mountains.
I think to
I can actually give you a very specific answer. If you give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Also, someone finally said Ikad was right. It's been confirmed Merlin teleports his poop.
I mean,
How big is the inside of the bag?
Oh no.
It can hold like a cubic footage of how.
I think 50 cubic feet.
Yeah,
Or
64
500
cubic
pounds.
feet or 500 pounds, which one comes first?
I can take up more
So,
than a third of that
4
weight
foot by
capacity.
4 foot by 4 foot.
Oh no. I do not like this smirk.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? If we have the bag, how I had it tied up before, only one person has to climb through it at a time into this other thing that's not part of my bag.
Or,
How can we breathe in there?
hear me out.
That's the fun part, you can't.
I could command an unseen servant to go inside of the bag, inside of one of the holes, and bring me back inside of there.
I mean, we already
Oh
got,
jeez.
we already got the only sword that
that's the
anyone cares about.
Oh
back.
jeez.
Oh,
It's not a sword.
Yeah, there could be better stuff.
So fancy.
So,
Or just like, tell me
Okay,
what's there.
yeah. But here's the thing, right? Worst case scenario,
Yep.
what if one of those other portals
Sorry.
is linked to Merlin's portal?
No.
What's he gonna do about it?
No.
Poop.
The poop portal.
I had to
I
clean
would like to know
some
that
shit.
information as well.
Okay, well send your unseen
I've
servant.
heard that one.
Can you communicate with it?
I think.
it can't relay information back to you.
Because if we can't know what it found, then it just walking around doesn't help us a lot.
If
You to Merlin's?
I think we're
You would be.
This
It is mindless.
Yeah. You would be in the
Tomorrow
other.
is this way?
Yes. So you're closer to like
The mountains.
6 days.
Camelot and the mountains are about equidistant from us.
6 days to
I don't wanna go to
Merlin.
To Merlin,
Yeah.
and then about like 3
I
days.
have-
to
For
the-
Camelot, yeah, about 4 with the weather.
I command unseen
Uh,
servant.
And if you don't
To
want to
take
be
one of my
seen,
fingernails.
5 days.
Okay.
And
to
then
Camelot.
I
To
Right.
Camelot. Because Camelot's not that the
How
distance
long?
is further, is that you need to be more cautious.
How long to get to
That
Merlin?
sounds stupid. but it
About
could work.
6 days. One more day to Merlin's, then to
You don't
Camelot.
need to breathe and can answer yes.
So one more day.
Yeah, but you're visible.
I mean, fair.
Okay.
And you clink when you move.
Lena, if you said like 3 days or whatever to the mountains, or I forgot, somebody said something about the mountains. Lena will pipe up and say, I don't want to go to the mountains. Not right now.
Why?
It feels like it's too much for us to handle.
I mean,
Currently.
it seems like somewhere we could find your friend you've been summoning.
Hmm?
Summoning?
I don't know if I want to find that friend. At least not right now.
Lost in the dark.
You've been having a friend.
Y'all
who's
saw
trying-
him do it the first time.
The Fey Presence thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
bringing up the hag thing.
Okay, that. Okay, yeah.
Let's draw sticks.
I mean, I'm also fine potentially not going to the mountains. That sounds like an Arthur
No,
problem since the gem was
the
in
mount-
his sword.
You know, I don't think we should go to the mountains. Not right now, anyway.
Well, I remember what Tara warned us of. That sounds like that's where our opponent who's sending all of these issues might be. So I think it's wise to avoid as well.
I just had a brilliant idea. So it seems like this asshole's getting around using my bag exclusively, as far as we know from our party. And even if
Should
it's
we
not,
check our bags?
are any of your bags magic?
No.
Then I
Well,
don't
mine's
know.
not.
Okay. We could send his unsent servant with a fingernail. Fingernail?
Tooth, whatever.
It's for him to observe and see where the other holes go.
Oh yeah, I scry through my fingernails, by the way.
And whenever we go to sleep, we can just put all of our bags in front of Cross, and I can put an alarm around them. So if anything leaves the bags, we'll be alerted. So our journeys should be safe from bag-related issues.
If you think about it, every tooth in his mouth is actually an eye.
Nice. That's horrifying, Josh.
That's beautiful.
What's your
Okay.
scrying ability?
I can, for up to a minute, close my eyes and scry, seeing and hearing as though I were that fingernail and or tooth.
Is that a Hexblood ability? Hexblood.
As an ability, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a human ability.
It's a racial
He
trait.
is.
So you.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a human ability. Sorry, excuse me, apologies.
You should have seen when we did that with actual eyeballs.
Okay, okay.
I mean, yeah.
So,
Points
Maybe you
across
guys-
his mouth when I say.
So to Merlin then.
Merlin's castle.
It seems the safest of the two options.
But there's a lot of woods to traverse through, yes.
Mm-hmm.
and while you could avoid the mountains, you still have to pass the lower parts of it. You could avoid the dangerous and bigger stuff, but there is territory that you do have to cross that is mountain-ish. Not anything that's worth more than like you can get away with like a climbing gear as an example, but you still have to traverse part of the mountains to get to Merlin. Large
So we
hills, if you will.
So we finally traversed some mountains, huh? Jesus.
After hours things. After hours.
No,
But yeah, you would know that since you physically have crossed here.
Yeah.
But nobody else has gotten to those lands. I mean, technically, also.
I will actually will tell them that we do have to traverse the mountains, but not exactly in the mountains, about the outskirts of it. So it still might be a little dangerous walking through it.
You've been to Merlin?
Plenty of times, yes.
While they're having this conversation, I'm attempting to feed one of the horses a leftover carrot.
Who are you feeding?
How many horses do we have?
4.
I thought
Four?
we had 2.
No, we have cow. One of the
Cow horse
horses,
is-
cow horse. One of the horses that survived from the
From the first game?
2 that survived from those bandits that killed the little girl, and then we have Ikad's horse.
I fed my horse to the worm thing in
Yeah.
the first session.
We have 3 horses.
So,
I thought we left one at the L's and we
I am
had 2
attempting to
carts.
coax cow
No.
with a carrot.
You have 1 cart.
Yeah, we never had a
One,
second guy.
cart, not carriage.
Jesus.
Yes.
So Ryan Crosshatch is attempting to feed a carrot.
I'm more just
Just
kind
cow
of
horse.
trying to coax the horse forward, going, "Tea, I'm a carrot," under my breath.
Isn't
Cow horse is
Aggressive?
the one that, a little aggressive to other people other than me.
roll me a animal handling with disadvantage?
Sure.
Cow horse is gonna break his teeth.
I'm made of metal.
His eyes.
With disadvantage? Well, I'm probably taking
No,
that one then.
the horse's teeth.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it lower?
I'll take the 7 instead of the natural 20. Sure. Animal handling is +1. That's an 8.
You hear everyone just as a grinding against your metal and your wooden finger, and you do feel
Oh,
pain.
fingers are all metal. It's
But this is weird because this feels the sensation of your fingers grinding against chalk, but imagine your entire finger being grinded to chalk. It's like a reversed feeling, your entire finger, as the horse is trying to bite off your finger.
It's chalk to a nail board?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but this entire way, it just feels like
Never
anyone
say
who's
that again.
watching Cross just looks like.
I'm just gonna give the horse that's named Cow the carrot at that point. Like,
I'm just looking at you like, who are
and
you?
I'm just
out
gonna
there?
look expectantly at the party.
Cyrus.
So like, I'm gonna go over there and like, kind of tug his reins a little bit. I told you to stop biting. Just
Kind of stomps.
Good horse.
Okay.
I said, who's a good horse?
So, what do we do, guys?
Nail boards, okay.
We're heading to. We're gonna start heading out
To
to
Merlin, I guess.
to Merlin.
Okay. With everything in tow and in gear, as you guys head out, you don't have the benefits of a long rest, but you can take a short rest if you need to at the moment.
I have the benefit of a long rest.
I will take a short rest, but not like use a hip dive.
Yeah.
Before we head out, Lena will ask Ikad if she can climb in the cart
The part that I'm currently on.
for a little bit.
I mean, yeah, you'd have to ask Cross. Also, the thing?
The gem,
No, the
cart.
enemy. Big enemy.
Oh,
My defender that looks like this thing is back there with him as well.
That's your little.
There's your
No.
defender.
I was about to say, that's not your defender.
No, but it looks like
Yeah,
the
how-
thing we
it's
saw.
got-
Like, I
how
made
is-
it
That's
look
way
like
huge.
yeah.
Medium-sized creature.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
how tall is it gonna be? Like,
Okay,
Ah.
never mind.
Wolf, how tall is your construct?
Like 4.5 feet.
4.5 feet?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Here it is. He's a little baby.
Yeah, it's like the chibi version of what we saw.
He's a little taller than half of a crosshatch. Probably about up to.
Do
He's
you
like
want
two
to
Carvers.
get in the back with them? Probably
Wow.
3 people with the food will be the max amount. 3 medium-sized creatures.
Oh, I mean, there's already 2 back there. There's room for one
Yeah,
more.
room for one more, yeah, if you
You
wanna-
should be chilling on top of the rations.
Does the
We can cuddle. It's fine.
It's a cart, not a carriage, so it doesn't have a front bench that I'm
Correct.
driving from. I'm on the horse.
Lena wouldn't. She'd say no.
The big spoon.
Wait, Can my steel defender guide the horse?
That was a
Like
high
by the
point
reins?
for Carver, wasn't it?
It's intelligent enough to.
No,
yeah.
like being the one sitting on the horse and I'm in the cart.
Yes, a horse can carry a lot on its back. So yeah.
Okay, then never mind. That's how we'll have this because Cod
Okay.
is lazy. Cod and Cross are currently in the back. The defender
Then yes,
is
Lena will get in the
driving the horse.
This is what's happening.
Oh no. So yeah, that's very subtle and sneaky.
There we go. Literally came today.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, come on. He's literally doing this. He's wearing a brains. Okay. As you guys are going by, you would need 1 more day's worth of rations than what was given. So as long as you guys can have that, then you're good. If not, then you guys need to go hunting.
I
But
can share with everybody.
Okay.
But, while we're on our way,
yes.
You'll just kind of see Lena, like slowly, like close her eyes, and she looks like she's just in a trance.
Okay.
So.
Alright. Just letting you guys know, short rest, just in case you guys didn't, because I know roleplay was happening. But as you guys are moving forward and going out of the mile or so range that is the Camino Estate, can I have someone roll me survival, please? Who is ever leading the expedition?
I guess I'll be leading it.
We don't want it to be me.
Yeah, I have +2 on that's
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Oh no.
my rolls are so bad.
I should have done it.
Oh no.
11.
11.
I want to
Yes.
note that my head is hanging off the side of the cart, and I am passively looking for the bagman I saw get away.
Roll a perception.
Thank you.
Like Nick, this is an amazing dice trade, but
You said
I will be
12?
bringing, yeah, but I will
Okay.
be bringing the dapper
Perception
out
is a
next
13.
time.
13. Okay.
I always roll very low.
Yeah.
This
You're not getting lost, but a lot of
trade. Look at him like, oh.
yeah, it's a lot of second guessing yourself, and a couple of times you had to turn back just to be like, actually, it was that river, not this river.
Did we pass
Um,
that tree an hour ago?
Yeah, it's a lot of that, but you're not getting lost. Time is kind of slower than it really should be, but not enough to like detour more than a day. You failed the DC by 1, so that's why I'm like it's there is going to be a thing, but we'll see that in a minute. When you're 13, how often have you traveled into the woods during the winter time?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I lived out there.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah,
5
that's
years old.
That's how we were traversing the last 2 years everywhere we went.
You are definitely noticing not a lot of activity, as you should. A lot of things are hibernating. A lot of prey animals aren't really doing their thing. You do see a frozen toad just kind of waiting to thaw out. One thing that you do see is a couple of owls is hanging by a tree. It looks like they have not migrated yet.
Owls migrate? Huh. Anyway.
Birds do. Owls are birds.
Are they any kind of special owl? I know I heard mention of some kind of horned owl in the jewel.
It's quite literally an owl with actual horns that curve through.
Oh, for the jewel thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So these are just regular owls.
These do look like really large owls, but they do not have horns now.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
I don't want to fight no demon.
Because we
owl.
don't have enough horses for all of our people, we're at a pretty calm pace moving?
Yeah.
Can I roll to see if I would have noticed the frozen toad?
What's your passive perception?
Is
it higher than 13?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Ikad will scoop the toad up. What's the temperature inside a bag of holding like?
None, 0.
Okay, because they don't need to breathe when they're frozen.
I think they do.
I think they do.
Dead.
When they're
No,
Not
there is
dead.
suspended animation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Is this
Because a
news
lot
to
of
me?
toads that'll freeze during winter will be fully underground when they do it.
But Earth's like worms still breathe and they're on the ground.
Yeah, but the frogs are essentially cryo-chambering themselves, like the toads.
So you have a toad in your hand.
Okay.
It's frozen. What do you do with it? Put it in a bag of holding?
I mean, when my hand's in the bag, how warm does the bag feel?
It's odd. So your hand's cold, right, because of the ice that in the snow that you're grabbing. But as soon as you put it within the bag of holding, the temperature goes away. It's cold, but it's almost like an even cold throughout your entire hand.
Like it's not changing the temperature.
It's not. It's changing the temperature of what your fingers and hand are feeling to the internal temperature of what the bag of holding is.
Okay, so it could potentially... I'll keep the toad out of the bag with me
Okay.
for now.
Sure. You has toad. Write that on your character sheet.
Frozen toad.
It has uses.
Yep. As you guys go
Frog legs.
for the first 2 days or so. So whoever is keeping track of the extra food,
Wait,
please
so
keep track of yes.
because basically you fast forward 2 days. So
Yeah. Is there anything you want to
my
do?
thing that's
Yeah.
just kind of disappears.
Well, takes 1 day per exhaustion. One long
I
rest.
only have one exhaustion. 2?
You did not sleep.
Yeah.
You attacked. Attacking
Okay.
gives 1. Not
But my hit
sleeping.
die?
Your hit die does
Just
recover.
one?
Half, so you
Because-
recover 2. You round up. So by this day, you are perfectly fine. Yes. But just note that per
Oh,
attack
yeah,
is
yeah,
1
yeah.
exhaustion, and then that night you can't sleep, so that's another exhaustion.
Do you radiate warmth?
Yeah.
Yeah, warm.
He's very warm.
It's like I have
I got you.
very high fever, but I'm normal.
Yeah. Actually, that's a really good point. You would be like a beaver.
Like
Okay,
about
we're
100, maybe 110, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, you're perfectly comfortable this time.
Yeah, it's like we're like, you have a fever? So I'm like, no. What's a fever?
The only prescription is more cow.
But you said 2 days, so I recovered only 1 because it's 2 days. Because
Yes. Yes. You recover only 1. What's up?
The corner of this table got me for you, Wolf.
Just for note, within that first 4 hours, Lena would have pepped back up and she would have seemed like her normal self. And then she would have gone to try to talk to her sister and make sure
Yeah.
she's okay.
We had lots to discuss,
Yeah.
and we pretty much took
Oh,
off before we talked.
also just a little note too for basically the first night that we went to camp and go to sleep basically. Because basically Lena only sleeps for 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Crosshatch is basically awake. So
I'm
you
a
can-
security camera.
You can you can see and hear basically in your suspended
Correct.
thing, right? You'll just kind of notice Saerus not remove his armor. He'll say that he'll take first watch, but he never
Thought
woke
was
anybody up for second or third watch or whatever. But he was just
Lena
kind
would
of
have woke.
he'll be kind of walking around, kind of being fidgety and kind of talking to himself a little bit. And sometimes he would
Is there
actually kind of
is there
flinch because he
point-
feels like there's something here.
is there a point during that watch that you go to sleep?
No.
No, not at all.
You'll probably see him kind of sleep maybe 5 minutes and then he'll wake up kind of screaming.
Do we leave all the bags in front of Cross?
I'm assuming.
Yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah.
Cyrus, at some point during your manic episode overnight, you're gonna see Cross do something weird. I'm going to spool up from a passive state to an active one, so the eyes are gonna glow to life and everything. It's like the Windows boot like screen just firing up. And then I'm just gonna look back, look right, see the bags, and I'm going to pick up all of the bags, put them into my own backpack, and I'm gonna take a walk.
Okay.
I am just walking away from camp.
I'm looking at it, I'm like, where are you going?
And I'm just going to turn back to you and just shh, and then keep walking.
Would you have done this when Lena was away?
Nope.
Okay.
I am wandering off into the woods.
Okay. Anything that you do in the woods?
I'm gonna get a good 100, 200 feet away from the camp, and then turn back to see if Saerus is following me or not.
I know, I'm thinking about it, to be honest.
And
is Saerus gonna follow?
in that look, if I don't see
Yep.
Saerus follow,
He did, but he's a good like 20 feet away.
I don't know if I'd see him in the dark. I don't have dark vision.
But my stealth is bad.
You hear him, for
My-
sure.
My steel defender's gonna poke me.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of smack at it absentmindedly, roll back over, and fall asleep.
Okay.
Like, do you need me to roll stealth to your perception? Or
No,
something?
no,
Or
If I hear him,
He hears you.
you'll probably hear
You're
me.
wearing full plate
Cyrus-
armor. You have not had a well rest. Yeah, you're making noise.
I think like by this time you're ready. Roll the 3d20s and take the lowest one.
on hearing Cyrus, you're just going to see. This is the best explanation you can. A metal colossus do an exasperated sigh, just, and then turn around and start walking back to camp, directly past you.
It's like, I just wanted to get my bag. I don't know where you're going.
You say that as I pass you?
Yeah.
I just bag,
Thanks.
and then I'm going to turn around and start walking back away from him.
We're gonna go there. I will move maybe 15 feet away where I was, 15 feet, and then I'm just gonna stare across until maybe he disappears from my vision.
And then convinced that giving him the bag has made him stop following me. But wanting to be positive,
Like, I'm not following you anymore, but I am like kind of looking at camp and I look at where your direction.
I am going to twitch my hand and silent image of myself walking to my left.
Okay.
I'm gonna go right. But you just saw Crosshatch split into two people
Oh, I'm confused now.
and start walking different directions.
Sure.
You know where this is going. But, if Cyrus doesn't follow me, I'm gonna walk another 100 feet with the double about 20 feet away from me, walking parallel, just off into the woods. And then if I know I'm alone, I'm going to say in Sylvan, all alone, lost in the dark, and look over.
Roll your perception.
I'm looking over at myself in the silent image. That is a 17.
You're looking at your silent image.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the spell works. You know how it functions.
Mm-hmm.
You swear you see what looks to be a crow leaning weight on your silent image.
More gross.
I'm gonna tilt my head and just
But it's just pitch black.
pitch black?
Like no other distinct thing. Like you can't even tell what a feather is, or it's just like an outline of a shadow in a crow.
I'm gonna have my image mirror my own movement, and I'm going to attempt to reach up and just poke what I think is the pitch black crow.
As you do, slightly awkwardly, but you do, you feel the sensation of your hand stopping to where the beak is. Like you're touching the beak. But there's no weight on your shoulder. But you see the weight on the image.
I thought scarecrows are supposed to scare.
He's bad at his job.
It's on there. That's a t-shirt we need to make.
My job.
It's a t-shirt we need to make, y'all.
Oh, I want a he's bad at his job.
Yeah, with the scarecrow face.
I'm gonna break a few different phrases to do this, but I'm just going to whisper under my breath.
What are you?
You see as this odd crow shadow thing turns from looking at the image to looking at you. And you think you hear laughter. As it disappears, the image, the solid image kind of moves back as though the weight was lifted, but you hear oh, it's meant to
And
I don't know, that's real ominous.
I thought this was just gonna play forever, but apparently you cannot.
You hear
well,
Yeah.
if the silent image has seemingly gone back to normal,
and that's the session.
I'm going to turn back around and start walking back the way I came. And at the point where I think I lost Saerus, I'm just going to merge the silent image back into me and drop the spell. And I'll walk back to camp, look around.
Yeah, when you walk back to camp and you're there, like kind of walking, you'll actually see Saerus turn around, kind of like really in defensive mode, sword drawn too. It was like, it's you.
I'm gonna hold up all the other
And
bags.
I'm just gonna put my, sheath the sword back again, and it's like, I guess you can just go like that and point to where the bags was, and the bags
Theatrical
was,
bow,
and
and
then
then
go-
just turn, set back up into T-pose, and passive state.
Yes.
The defender's gonna poke me again. I'm just gonna roll over it.
Oh, is it the alarms? It was. Did you alarm the bags?
No, if you...
I thought you said you did.
So I would have put an alarm around where they were on the ground, but like it wouldn't matter because he's allowed to go through the alarm thing, so nothing would happen. He would have just put
It's
the
only
bags in
if
it.
the
and
bagman comes through.
Yeah, or anything else comes through.
So I'm putting the bags exactly back where I remember them being, which may or may not be inside of the alarm spell.
So to the side.
I mean, there's a silver wire.
Okay.
There's a visible thing where the alarm is.
Okay.
But yes, you're awoke. Woken.
Not necessarily awoke, just prodded some.
Alright, you are prodded. I do
Wake
want to start
up
with y'all's
prodded.
conversation in the morning or that night if you want, but Saerus, before Cross came, you would probably hear voices in your head.
Voices in
Yeah.
my head.
What is happening?
That was a good fight. And you hear fight, fight, fight. And then you hear someone's approaching. And then as you see like this horrific face move and you're about to attack, it's just Cross.
I wasn't attacking. I just.
Yep.
I was attacking?
Mhm.
Okay. Oops.
I'm just holding out bags, like in that scene, just like, please just take the gold, but let me live.
When do you wake up?
When 4 hours? I don't
Yeah.
know. How long were you doing that stuff?
I mean, it was
should've
probably
only
early. Yeah.
taken me like 20 to 30 minutes.
So you guys would be well rested. Yes.
I'm not. Well, it was basically that. It was like, if they're like, oh, I'll take second watch. I don't wake anybody.
Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
would've
not
woken
gonna
up.
sleep anything.
I would have woken up no matter what. So.
You see a surveillance camera walking the perimeter of the camp, and a lot of bags.
So I guess. Are you waking up too?
Yeah, I think maybe
Okay.
because I haven't got to talk to you.
Or? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all set up a tent, or were you sleeping in the cart as well?
I.
Oh, we were just on the ground. I assumed.
Yeah,
We set
I
a
mean,
tent. We had like
bedroll.
pallet. Yeah.
You'll have bed.
If
I think we brought that a lot.
when y'all get up, if y'all see towards the direction of the cart, Ikad's like one arm's hanging off the side, one leg's off the side, his head is dangling off the back. And he just
Does he look dead?
no, he's just out.
Okay. I was gonna say that's scary.
I don't know. I guess if I saw all of that, I would have been like, should we wake him up?
Oh, there's like
He can't be
visibly
comfortable.
breathing.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Should we wake him up because he doesn't look very comfortable?
Cats are liquid, and so is a cock.
And the only difference between the teenage one and the old one is visible aging.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say that like every couple of snores, wrinkles start to appear a little bit, and then they'll go away.
Oh, that's so crazy. It's like I don't think we should wake him up because I don't. He's been through a lot.
Quite
lately. Maybe
literally
he
needs his
rest.
beauty rest.
Um.
I'm not Tales.
What's up with Pacey McPacerson over here?
Should we go get him and make sure he's okay?
Give him some melatonin, fuck's sake.
Yeah. Lena will walk
Or
over
just
to
not
We have the
Saerus.
central elf.
Lena will walk over to Saerus and just say, "You can sleep now."
He'll actually like that when you try to tap him.
He looks very defensive.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. He'll just keep walking.
You don't look fine.
He'll just keep walking.
No, no, Lena don't like me.
Mechanics question.
Yeah.
If a hypothetical someone, who I'm not going to name because there's no way any of us would ever want to do this to someone, gets knocked unconscious by potential party members or someone else, and is left in that state for 6-8 hours, is that a long rest?
Is it lethal or non-lethal? Is the question I would think.
Well, no, because you can be knocked unconscious but
Yeah.
not be in death saves.
Yeah. If you are unconscious, then I'll probably roll it as a short rest because it wasn't voluntarily resting, unless the story dictates or persuades. But like he's in a comfortable bed, as an example, then yeah, you'll get a little rest.
Okay, so next time we find a comfortable bed, we just need to knock him unconscious, tie him up, and put him in the bed, and I'll let y'all go see him later to make sure he's okay.
Okay. So as Cyrus is walking away from Lena, I was walking towards Lena. Is he gonna pass me as well?
Yeah, he'll pass you.
Okay, and I would like to try to engage and talk to him. Just like, hey, you okay?
I'm fine. He's gonna say the same thing.
You know, a lot
He's a
of
little defensive and his voice is a little snappy. He's very tired, but he's just walking and looking around, trying to see like someone's gonna attack us, kind of like that.
Can I
That's how he
still
is.
talk to him, or did he just run away?
I mean, that's to him.
He's continue walking. He's not stopping.
Do you keep up with him?
Yeah, I'd like to walk after him and be like, look, I know a lot happened at your home, but do we have anything we need to be wary of, extra wary in the forest since you've made this trip so many times?
Monsters.
Any specific kind?
All the kind. he's not conversational.
You roll me an insight, Everlee.
Okay.
He's essentially a mall walker. You can just stand in one spot.
Lena
and
would have
back
come
around.
up to them at this point if they're kind of
Did
ahead
you
of her.
say insight?
Yeah.
Jesus. Sorry. Oh, that's a 22. Oh, sheesh.
22. Okay.
One of the
Yeah.
things I
What's
love.
Lena doing?
No, Saerus is also probably gonna like all the kites. Sure, teeth. Big.
Big.
Might eat you in one
So.
go.
I'm gonna spool up to
He'll-
active
he'll-
state for like
He'll walk
1
faster.
second. If y'all were looking in my direction, you're gonna see my left hand just twitch, and I'm gonna cast Silent Image again, but it's going to be Crosshatch doing a very poor imitation of a chicken with a subtitle that says he likes to move and is bad at his job, just at my feet. Just in response to that, there's monsters in the woods.
Man, second watch, you see all the things.
Second watch.
Crosshatch over here.
The crazy watch.
Okay, so he's.
For
Secret
Because
messages.
you know something, because you just did an insight.
Yeah. What, Lena? What are you doing? That's because you're.
Well, I want to know the insight. No.
Too bad.
She's
And then after a moment,
she's going to come up to both of them. If he's still like kind of walking away, she'll just kind of walk up, keep pace with Everlee.
But it's basically when he answered Everlee about what kind of monsters, and he says like the big teeth that can swallow you whole. He's explaining like different monsters. And there, he's gonna start walking faster.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's gonna
Lena
fast
is
walk.
Lena is literally going to just like look down real quick, like not looking up at all.
Okay, and then Everlee is gonna kind of follow Saerus a little bit, like track where he's going, but then visually not moving, and just say, okay, well, like not super loud, but just kind of just be telling him, okay, well, let us know if we need to be aware of anything, and then turn back to
Like
Lena,
his,
who looks like she's upset.
Cyrus' pathway is not really like going like this. He's going around the camp.
Perimeter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
doing
he's a mall
that's-
walker.
You want to go stand in the pathway so maybe he'll come around again?
Lena,
Are you guys
Lena will
blocking
say
him?
yes. That sounds good to me.
All right. Yeah.
Let's go stand by the pretzels.
It's like I'm
My
fucking
favorite.
taking my sleep.
took half the Xan. I was out for the flight.
So-
for shit.
Cyrus, you're seeing that they're gonna be in your path.
He's gonna walk through it.
Walk through us?
He's not. He's.
He's,
Do
are you
you
gonna
want
walk
me to
through us?
perception check it? Because he's not paying attention to them.
No, I mean you see them.
He's the longest
Are you
watch.
gonna push us? Because we
He's
might
not
start
gonna push.
fighting.
He's gonna like that, and then he'll walk around. He'll almost hit you, because he's kind of like going like this, kind of look outside the woods, and then he'll notice you immediately, and then he'll walk around like that.
Okay, knowing that or seeing that, Lena's gonna be like, Cyrus, something's wrong. What do you need? Do you need healing? What's wrong?
I'm okay.
No, you're not.
This
This is
is
unlike
the way.
Oh lord.
Oh, I knew it. This is unlike how you.
You're not
Been
living long
around
and
us.
flourishing.
Yeah, that's right. You're not flourishing. Let me help you flourish.
Just getting
And everybody
exercise
wakes up
on.
and throws the remaining vegetables at Lena. Yeah,
That's well,
Upon
everybody.
upon your not living long and flourishing, there's definitely a vegetable thrown.
It was rotten anyways.
When Lena says that, Cyrus, that's you.
Subconscious,
That's for Cyrus.
subconscious gut instinct,
Lena said
which is a vegetable.
When Lena says you need
direction.
healing,
I love second watch.
Oh. Okay. That's
You
a
hear it.
nice. That's a nice thing too.
yeah, you hear that? Yeah, what's up?
Do you want me to roll a throw with disadvantage for my unconscious fling in that direction?
Sure, if you want to.
It's a 14.
So,
Are you throwing it? Is who again?
It's just
Probably at or in Lena's direction.
whatever direction that came from.
Okay. Lena, what's your AC?
15.
A carry gets hit.
That's a radish.
Radish, sorry.
nice.
Grazes your arm.
Ikad is still just off the back of the cart.
I'm just
Sweet.
counting the
Pick up the radish and be like,
Second watch ration.
she'll be like, I don't know where this came from.
It's flourished to you.
Feed it to the horse to make a horse.
Oh.
Scared of nowhere.
All right, I love all else's good campaign.
Ryan, I don't think I ever told you, but go home.
Go home. Get out.
Alright, well, enjoy walking.
Anything else you guys want to do this night?
Basically, when Lena said, "Do you need healing?" and then I paused for a little bit, like I literally stopped for like maybe 2 seconds. It was like, I don't need your healing. Oh, well.
Sass?
Wow.
Much? Like, goodness.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I
grab
hate
the
that,
radish.
Jesus.
It's okay, you can kill the giant metal colossus.
I'm
You
gonna
do
grab
whatever
the
you want.
radish from Lena.
Passing on information. You can do whatever you want with that.
So I'm gonna grab the radish from Lena and go like this and be like, should I?
Are we playing
He's
hot
obviously
potato with a
upset.
radish?
Maybe.
He's obviously upset.
It would sound so cool when it hits the hammer though.
I can.
I could have
Or
gone
maybe
there.
he
I
doesn't
didn't.
I
want
can
me
make
to
a radish that explodes.
prod him. So we'll leave it be.
If you cast catapult
There's
with a
something going
radish,
on with him,
does
obviously.
the
I
radish
see
detonate
too.
on impact?
Probably.
What's going on with you, Lena?
What's going on with you, Everlee?
Okay, let's say it at the same time.
The game.
One,
What's
two,
wrong?
no. Let's say what's wrong with us at the same time and really confuse each other.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I have wings. What are you doing?
I didn't say it.
Do I hear this happening?
Yeah, you
Like,
hear it.
as I'm
You jerk.
sitting here counting the freaking
You
four
hear it,
things
yeah.
in the distance.
Yes, you hear it.
Every time she gets me with this, why do I always fall for it?
If I didn't need to finish this passive state, I would be so disappointed in you.
I mean, you can still be disappointed in your passive state. That's just you alone with your thoughts, bud.
Facts.
So,
I can be disappointed in any state.
what are you guys doing?
Just Lena's going to keep talking to Everlee about her wings. Where did those come from? How did you do this? Did you know how to fly?
I don't know. Can we try it? I don't know how to make them come back out again. But I was scared.
Okay.
Maybe you need to scare me. Oh, maybe I should go text Saerus and see if he can come out again. Say,
Radish.
No, it didn't work. Damn it.
Would you allow me to magic stone a radish? It just sounds like a small object.
No.
We
no,
wouldn't have
that'd be
been
a
like talking
stone.
very loud.
I fear the ramifications of when I say yes.
Oh, I'm not asking for this party situation. I'm saying I have a couple dozen radishes in this bag.
You can embed a stone into the radish and then cast it on there, and then the radish is magic stone.
What if you carved the stone into a radish-like shape?
That's not the
Then
same.
it's a stone,
Also,
not
yes,
a radish.
catapulting a radish would cause it to explode on impact because it's like
A radish.
3d8 damage, and if you're doing 3d8 damage with a radish, it's gonna shatter.
It's gonna turn into
Oh.
spears. And then
I mean, that's what you should do at your off time. Just rock
So,
radish.
If
Right.
Everlee's trying to get her wings to pop out again, Lena will try to help her. However,
Ooh, tell me a scary story.
oh god,
Like when we were little, like a ghost story. Tell me a scary.
I was never good at that. Swaying always was the best.
I know, but you remember everything.
Sure.
This
You know the
is
story?
watching this sleepover real quick.
No.
Like,
What's
I'll
scaring
use
you
the
lately,
torch.
Lena?
For a scary story.
That's tricky little minx.
Okay. Tell me the story. What scares you the most?
Lena and
Can I
Everlee,
have a
how
sticky
close
note?
are you
Yeah.
to me as you start talking about scary stories?
We were in Cyrus's path.
Take
so
his spot in
however,
camp.
yeah.
Like if this is our camp circle, I
Yeah.
imagine Cyrus is the trees and we were like over here. So where are you?
Okay. I'd be like over to the south.
Okay, so you would have been okay.
So I definitely would have heard it.
Okay.
So does that mean we saw your chicken thing? Because that was cool.
Chicken? Yeah, of course. The chicken thing was a meme, but on hearing the scary story and talk of wings, I'm gonna spool back up to active state for hopefully the last time this watch. Turn and start stepping ominously towards you, Everlee. And then when I'm about 5 feet away, I'm gonna trigger my Fey Presence.
Okay.
Go back into a T-pose, and my Fey Presence, unlike his, I've figured out how mine works. I'm going for fear, or I'm going for the frighten effect on it, and you're just going to see ravens pop up along my arms, and my eyes turn purple. As I am attempting to frighten you.
Roll
Like
a wisdom
magically
saving throw.
frighten you. Roll a save.
What say?
Wisdom.
Oh.
Nice.
We
Yeah,
are
wisdom.
wisdom caster.
That's not great though. I got a 14.
As you.
That
wait.
actually passes, I think.
Oh, okay.
My spell save DC is 13. Ooh,
As he tries to scare you, and this scary, we're like, oh, nice.
Oh my god, he's writing notes back.
No, it's not writing notes back. I'm initiating the notes.
There's notes happening.
So I'm going to
Okay.
look at what Cross did and just say, he really is an awesome
What's
entity,
the
isn't he?"
what's their
That's what
charisma
I'm
plus?
saying.
He likes to move and is bad at his job.
What's
After
their
I see
charisma
that
plus?
the
My
frightened
charisma
didn't
plus?
work.
No, theirs. Trying to see if this happens, or you can roll for them if you want. Do
Isn't
20
he
plus your
such a cool
charisma.
entity?
No, awesome.
I'm pulling
It
up
was
the
awesome a
Defender
word.
stuff.
And then I'm
Say
just-
that, no. They
and
would
then I'm just
say,
gonna go back to
Oh,
my
cool's
T-pose.
not a word either. He's
No,
a...
cool's definitely a thing. That's the phrase I copied.
Oh, okay.
Is it cool? You can say cool. Like he's temperately chilled entity.
Oh my goodness.
Really chilled entity.
He is.
Are you asking for permission? Because you can say the words if you want.
I'm trying to figure out how I would express awe without saying awesome, which I think is more of a modern thing.
And so is cool, but I said cool, and that's how I got that.
I think y'all are getting a little
It's
too
fine.
meta with
It's
what's
fine.
happening here.
Oops.
Okay, I'm
I don't
trying
know,
to
because it's
find
really
my Steel
important.
Defender
You're picking up
stats.
the
I
word.
think.
so I
Awesome
feel
was
like-
a word because awful was.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, maybe.
awesome is a thing, but I just.
Okay, whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, it's not popping up my stats
it's-
on my Steel Defender.
D20 plus 2.
Okay,
I'm getting
that would
like
be an 18.
sucked
18,
into
okay.
the words and stuff, so that's why I was like, whatever. That was fine.
As soon as this happens, you do all see
Uh
the presence of this entity again.
oh. Oh dear God.
What?
What the oh shit.
Out of the woods, you start seeing like the shadow starts moving across the as the moon starts hitting, and the shadow starts leaning over as you see still heavy steps as before. This long, odd entity with these claws and these horns are twisted.
Okay.
I am an inanimate
This-
scarecrow.
This
Okay, you immediately turn it
Do
non.
I have to roll anything because I know Everlee would be freaked out?
Yeah, I mean you're freaked out. Yeah.
And I'm still asleep.
Yes, you're still asleep.
Tight.
Actually, the last line of what I wrote,
Okay.
a COD would want to be awake.
Okay. The Khan's awake. You're awake. So
Well,
everybody
he,
except for
he will still be like, but
Eye open.
Eye open.
You
Okay.
see the entity right in front of you, maybe 20 feet.
As soon as Lena starts seeing it, she's going to grab Everlee, and like turn around, and she's gonna like walk with her head like down, and she's just gonna be like, we have to move, we have to move, we have to move, and she's going to say, everyone wake up.
As soon as everybody gets woken up, and you get woken up.
A COD is gonna fall off the cart laughing.
Whoa. Because I know my wings would pop that because I
Sure.
have a protect instinct and she's freaking
Sure,
out.
if your wings are pop,
Yeah.
you all see the butterfly wings emerge from Everlee. You get woken up. A cod
Can
falls
I
off the
my
cart.
light too? Because
Yeah.
that's supposed to be kind of a
Yeah, you're bright.
yeah. Like I wake. you
Y'all
up
are gonna
with light,
notice a COD
unfortunately.
falls off the cart laughing,
And you see the steel defender.
and then
He's
he's gonna look up and go, I guess it is fear.
Okay. Lena is like completely visibly shaken, and she immediately is like going to get her wineskins.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, when that happens, Saerus is just standing still. His sword is drawn. There's like maybe fire going through it because I was about to throw a fire spell on it.
Yeah.
Whenever the Steel Defender gets into the light from the tree line, it's just gonna like jazz hands.
You just see
Defender jazz.
the metal starts moving.
So I'm got my wings.
Yeah, you have your wings are
and
glowing.
I'm glowing.
You are
and
a beacon right
I'm
now.
touching
You played a
Lena.
practice
Yeah.
Steel Defender.
Yeah.
as she's running for wine.
Carver over here
And
like
I'm gonna
combat
say-
ready. It's like, no,
No,
it's
Why are
God
you
woke
so
up and heard
afraid?
him
You're
talking
so
about fear,
brave.
so he was like, "Oh, I can do that."
No. No, and that's all she'll say, and she'll just keep going to get her
4 feet
wine.
tall.
Yeah, but with shadows. It's casting a shadow.
So, as the night is terrifyingly continuous, the next day, yes,
Ikad will go back to sleep after that.
assuming that everyone has had their fill of the night.
Yeah,
next
I
couple days-
had the long rest.
You had your illness.
There's gonna be footage.
The next day continues to pass by just fine. The third day continues. I would like someone to roll me a d8, please.
I got it.
On the third day, so my exhausted.
That's a 5.
5.
Yeah.
You're lost.
You all do notice
Uh-oh.
that after the second day, probably, it really seems like there is a court of owls following you guys.
A court? Like royal court?
Like a royal court, yeah.
Oh,
They have
okay.
fancy-
I thought you were talking about like volumetrically. There's just like
Yeah.
a quart's worth of owl.
No, there's numerous owls that are following you guys.
You're also wicked.
They're only really staying when there's trees, and as soon as you guys cross like open fields, they don't continue. But as soon as you start getting to more forestish area, you eventually will see one land on a tree next to you, then another one.
So there's like a
another
whole
one.
lot.
Nice.
Is there a parchment in there? Are we accepted
Yes.
to Hogwarts by any chance?
You mean a parliament of owls?
Do
That's what the group is
all of
called.
the owls look
It's literally a
the same?
parliament.
No,
Or
no,
is
they
there
look.
one that
They,
stands out?
their own perception. They're not the same species of owls. No.
So the other thing was that it was thought that those follow Athena, the owls. Do we know this? Would we know
Perception.
that as like a historical knowledge-y,
Well,
something other than church related?
it
Our pagan
it would
knowledge?
be
Wait, are
a
you talking about
couple.
Athena's in like ancient Greece?
It would because it would be Rome that took over Greece. So roll me history,
I mean,
and we'll see.
20.
Yeah,
20
all-
on perception.
Just us.
I got a
Uh,
6.
6. Yeah, exactly what you said.
I mean, at this point in time, there's very little intermingling between those two groups.
I thought Rome has pretty much overtaken everything that Greece did, and renamed everything.
Isn't that what they were
Yeah. But there's very little intermingling between like the British Isles and
Oh.
mainland Europe.
Well, no, wasn't
Or, like,
that
that part of
Arthur?
Europe.
Didn't he have some
Yeah,
association with
the
Rome?
which we're not mentioning, but I believe the Rome Long Pause Church started like mingling in and interfering with politics and land ownership. So as much as you just said is what you know. So yeah, this is definitely a good sign. Not a single
hear
owl
about the
stands out.
owls.
Oddly,
Does-
every single owl looks in the same direction at
How-
the same time
How long have they been following?
for the past 2 days.
Okay, Akkad's gonna wing the toad, not at the owls, but
Is
kind
it
of like.
still frozen?
Yeah, he's left it out.
I mean, it's still really cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna throw it at the owls, but to them. And just fuck off, we're traveling. And just kind of frisbee a toad their direction.
You do see that a lot of them look at it, they really don't mind and start looking at you guys. And that's when you notice that a couple owls looked at each other, almost like 2 owls from each side looked at one looked at both, and then went down and grabbed the toad and flies off to a tree and starts eating the toad.
Ooh.
That's how you
Found
make
the
friends.
daddy.
I want to do something whether it has an effect or not.
Sure.
I'm going to point my finger on the owls and message it. In common, I know you.
You should let them know they can respond.
And
Roll me a persuasion on.
I showed you my message plus respond.
I'm not very persuasive. That's a 10.
Please, baby, no ghosts.
But it's an owl.
You get nothing back.
Okay.
Owls are charismatic.
I'll look at them, yes.
That's why I figured they'd
I
talk.
cast Speak with Animals.
Uh-huh.
And I walk over to their general direction.
Sure. You can go and lead to trees. I would say probably roughly 6 or so. There's like 12 scattered, but like in that concentrated area.
Okay. And I'll say an owl, I guess.
Yeah. you speak a normal voice, and then they understand what you're
Okay.
saying.
Are you watching over us?
All of them look at you, twist their heads, and not a single one replies.
It's like the TARDIS translation field.
So they looked at me. Do I do this?
They acknowledge that you spoke to them, but not a single one of them replies.
Did you walk away from the group when you did this? Or okay.
I
So
walked
She's not
towards
terribly
them.
far.
Yeah.
I mean, do we hear her say that to them?
Yeah, you'll hear it. Unless you're
Uh,
trying to hide it, but yeah. Yeah.
Ikad's gonna that direction. If you're not really owls, keep ignoring her.
They're looking at the group.
Alright. Fun time.
Yes,
Fun time. 30 feet. So I'm assuming one of them is going to be at least 30 feet within my
Yeah.
range. Yeah. I'm going to look at one, cast Animal Friendship.
Oh,
Wisdom save.
fails. Immediately, you feel it like disconnect.
Owls are intelligent.
Whoa.
I've been watching this happen the whole time from my
Something-
head just hanging out the side of the
In-
cart like
Do
usual.
I know why
Owls
it
are
would immediately
intelligent.
disconnect like
It
that?
either
Like it didn't even
passed
try
or they're
to
not
connect.
animals.
Roll me Arcana.
It's
Yeah.
beast.
Can
Animal
I-
friendship is beast and intelligence of 4 or higher.
Mhm.
It immediately fails.
Okay, come here.
can I
Okay.
walk
I mean,
up
owls are
where
smart.
she is and then
Mhm.
also
That's what I
cast
say, like,
Speak with
they're smart.
Animals?
Right.
Where she's at? Yeah, you can cast Speak with Animal.
I want to target the one that was eating the frog.
I feel
Sure.
I feel like their
16.
intelligence is like maybe 12 or something.
Unless these are very highly unusual owls, you have no idea. You feel like there's something blocking it. Maybe they're just incredibly intelligent. You did just see a wolf not that long ago that speaks common.
True.
Yeah, he was an asshole. These owls seem cool.
Okay.
I mean, true.
Lena will walk back towards the group and let them know what
Well,
happened.
I just walked up beside you and cast
Oh.
Speak with Animals. Or are you going to stay there? Or you gonna
Yeah,
walk
yeah, yeah.
away? And I cast at the one eating the frog.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I look at that owl and I want to say, be warned that we're trying to pass without any incident.
The owl looks at you, turns its head, and flies north.
Great.
How many more are there?
Now 11.
Okay. As the first one flies off,
Okay.
I'm just gonna look at the one closest to me. That's what, 20, 30 feet,
Sure,
if
yeah.
that. And I'm going to shout. Or not shout, but I'm
Yeah, your shout is pretty bad job, scary. Bad at my job, scary.
I'm going to just growl at it.
Who's a good horse?
And vicious mockery it?
The owl?
Yes, the closest one to me.
Wisdom save?
I believe so.
Oh.
What happens if they pass?
Nothing. They take psychic damage if they fail.
If they cast nothing, then nothing happens.
Why are you trying to psychic damage now?
Mm-hmm.
They're not crows. Do your own job before you strike someone else.
Fair.
As you
And
cast
they're
the
not
spell,
friends.
you feel, and oddly the same fashion that Lena, spell did not take effect.
Did I have any perception when the owl flew away after I tried
Roll
to speak?
perception.
Did it have any? Okay.
What are you trying to discern? Because that might be an
If
insight.
it had any kind of a response. I
Then
mean,
that'll
it
be
didn't
insight.
say anything,
Yeah.
but yeah, okay.
So that's an insight.
Are we still like in the forest area
Yep.
or by the mountains already?
You are at the forest area. Soon you'll be in the mountains.
21.
21.
And it went north towards the mountains.
It went towards the mountains, yeah. You don't. It's odd. As soon as this owl left, all the other owls were looking more at you and at everybody else. It really feels like you get the sensation of if this owl could speak, it said, "Leave me alone."
And that's why it flew away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of what I was saying to it too. So. Okay. Well, I'll tell Lena. I think they don't want to
Have I
engage with us for whatever reason. I'm sure you feel the same.
encountered anything like this in my travels? No.
My spell didn't have any. It didn't. I don't even think it connected. I feel like something's going on here. I'm not sure what. Just be on guard.
Let's keep going.
And I'll be saying that to everybody, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking to myself, they're immune to my insults. And just going back to passively watching out of the side of the
Like,
room.
who said that?
No. That was inner monologue.
That came from Crocs. No, Saerus is just gonna say, let's keep moving, but keep an eye on them.
Monsters with teeth, huh?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
as you guys pass, as you guys are getting into more mountainish areas, I will ask for a perception roll from everyone. I will tell you that you no longer see the owls following you at all.
Do I have advantage now because we're in the mountains? No.
Favorite terrain.
That's
Wow.
not one.
That's an
That
8.
is a
Everything is white and stony, and there's no owls.
Dope.
Where's your toad?
I mean, I know where the toad is. I threw it.
9.
9? Cross?
That would be a 14.
19.
23.
23.
I'm this one, Sonia.
You
Maybe I should remove my helmet. Maybe I'll see better.
you start noticing it's not like a big deal, but there was like a flask here. It's probably the first thing that caught your eye. Just like a flask, just there between two stones. People lose things all the time. And then you lost some wood nearby. You kept going, started moving around the hillside as you see the blanket of snow kind of covering the small little terrain. And you're noticing what Cyrus said, that like it's by the mountains, but there's still road that you're crossing. So this is meant to be traveled to bisect the actual dangerous part of the mountains. You're not really getting anything severely elevated or like that, but you are kind of crossing through.
If I see the flask, I might just walk over to it and see if if there's anything in it,
Or
or
something.
if it
Just-
has like initials on it or something.
No, it's a flask that looks
Then
kind
I'll
of dented.
Take a flask.
Oh, you have another flask. It is damaged.
That's fine.
Then you
Shake it.
see a broken arrow.
How much blood is on the flask?
0.
How does it damage? Does it have a hole in it? Like stuff leaked out?
No, it's kind of like indented inward.
There's a broken arrow.
There's a broken arrow. You keep. Now you're seeing footprints but they keep disappearing here and there.
Are you sharing any of this?
Yep.
Because
The
I
second
didn't
I start
see it, it
seeing-
said
You've seen
19.
I
Okay.
start seeing the broken arrow and stuff. I start saying, okay, I see this. I see footprints. I see that.
And as you guys are moving by,
May I study
as-
footprints
sure,
to see what
Roman survival.
they look like.
No cards.
18.
They look like probably a bear crossed by.
A bear.
A bear.
Like it look like bear's paw.
It look like a bear paw print. It's odd. It's not really super indented. It seems like a bear crossed by and like snow just kind of blanketed over, kind of just like neutralized like
very
the.
light.
Yeah, it's probably a bear that's been going by. It's not human or like anything that's hunting
Yeah.
anything like that. And as you kind of going through this river, that's a big path, a key to like go into the next side of the path on the other side of the mountain. So like you're knowing you're passing this mountainous area. At the corner of your eye, you will see it's a hut intentionally placed, made by kind of the edge of the this cliffside.
I do not know why that.
Okay.
And since you passed, can you roll me a d8?
I'm gonna tell.
We'll meet the what?
A d8, please.
A
Can you roll me a
D8.
d8?
Okay,
I
I
am
was like,
gonna tell the party basically that
the second I see.
the footprint and see about. Watch out, there might be bears.
I wrestled a bear once.
Okay.
Oh no! What did I do?
1, 2, 3, 4. As soon as you're telling everyone, like, hey, there might be bears, you're kind of looking at the tent.
Uh-huh.
You oh, look at that. It's almost like something kind of went across the sun. Like, oh, what was that? A little glare. And you're looking at the snow kind of start falling down. And you're looking at this specific snowflake that's kind of like just moving down. Like, wow, it's getting bigger. It's getting, that's getting really big.
Oh,
and
no.
then just one hits you, Saerus.
A snowflake?
A snowball
Oh,
that is,
does damage?
yeah, it's roughly
Storm.
the size, it's like 3 feet all around.
3 by 3.
Yep, I have to
3
roll at a
diameter.
disadvantage.
That's a baby snowball.
This baby
Wait, is it
snowball.
a to hit or?
It's a 2 hit. I have to
Oh.
roll at disadvantage. So that is going to be 17 with disadvantage.
To hit? No.
All right. As it kind of, as you just cover, your shield kind of takes the impact of it, and you kind of move aside as this boulder rolls through. As
There's
Two
a stone
more.
inside?
huh?
There's a stone inside?
Yeah, it's a boulder covered in ice.
Oh, brother.
It just looked like a snowball for a fraction of a second.
Also, when I go like that,
And
it was like a heavy
if
hit.
it wasn't for Lena warning you about it, you would have been hit. As another one falls and hits Evelyn. It was very hard because I read your name, then your name, then her name.
Okay.
And you hear as she screams and you see her foot being broken.
Oh, no.
And we're going to take a break for right now.
Oh!
And I'm going to bring a map in.
Oh God. Okay.
yeah.
Oh no.
So we'll be back in a bit, and you'll see what that is in a minute. Yeah.
I'm also still mad about the were tiger. Leave me alone.
Leave me alone!
Wow, I didn't know Len was so gung-ho about Addie being a furry.
No, Cole would have been a furry, thank you.
Look, I want you to know that I specifically purchased a Grim Hollow book so I can have cool things that happen with the Word Tiger transformation. And then as soon as the book arrives, which is a great book, and I highly recommend anyone that wants to do liches or lycanthropy or mummies or and anything that, like, you're cursed to become this thing. Like, anything of that. Great book. I purchased it so I can have canon things to do, and it'd be great. And then the next day, as soon as it arrived, you just removed the curse.
I was mad because he thought nothing was wrong.
They're still not bloody. Okay.
That did. The last one was 16?
17.
21 plus 17 is 38.
I am at -7.
Okay, so you just see as he kind of starts moving up, and you see animation, like his feet are moving, right? For sure. And then the bag is upside down. Gravity takes effect. He just falls out of the bag, completely bloodied and torn up. As you see a head just start moving out of the bag. Carver, what are we doing?
What are you doing?
I was getting your sword back!
You just decided to just draw Rocco naked. I love it.
Put clothes on.
Oh, there's clothes? Where are they? I don't see them.
I had to look up a reference. Thank you. God. He's gonna have a stupid little headband.
Oh, bless him.
It's like I fucking hate this.
I might need a little more room this way. If you don't mind.
Of course you will.
He's very large, okay?
These are my parties. I come to these so I can feel normal for like 2 hours a month. You know what I do when I go to sleep? Ha 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 ha. This is so freaking sad. I think like obsessively about going to college. Like I really, really think hard about it. And if I'm lucky, as I fall asleep, I dream about it. I have to dream about this. This thing you're so over already. This is like my wildest fantasy. It says stuck, don't stuck, together. Maybe if they're made up of ghost stuff.
Ghosty stuff can be our podcast.
We're gonna start a podcast called Ghostly Stuff. I think all the way down. Is this a house?
Yeah. Oh my god, yes.
That's not even what I thought it was gonna be. It's a pope.
It's a pope. He breathes fire.
Oh, this one is real. Or at least the dude is.
Yep. Oh shit, there's somebody there. I just saw that.
Oh my god, yes, I see it. Oh my god, yes, it's there.
I should come out here more often.
Oh, yeah. Don't look at him.
Who?
There's someone standing behind us.
Yeah, no shit.
In the trees.
Holy shit. Holy shit. I just know, but... Oh, what?
Oh shit, okay. Well, like we're getting some sort of weird dolly effect, but got that dolly zoom. But nope, we're just what the fuck?
Ah!
May?
Don't fuck with
I
my
died.
captain. Oh, fuck
I
you.
died.
Kakyar.
Bye-bye.
Back away from it.
I didn't. Kakyar. Pork chop. I'm
Perfect.
going to have to eat you, Kakyar. Not because I want to, but because I have no option left because this is a game based on ones and zeros. Kakyar.
The crooked something. It's actually all the way
Crooked
up north.
masks.
Yeah, it's all the way up.
I ate you raw, Kakyar. It's quite lovely up here, Kakyar. You can contemplate on life and everything that has to do with the world. Mourning the loss of pork chop, Kakyar, I read in my diary. Leaving the dreaded island where I died 3 times. The sea calls to me. It tells me and whispers to me. Kakyar.
Ikad.
So, as there is an intimidating blanket, blonking the view.
We're going blonking the blonking view.
Stonks.
Jess, just go back.
You can.
Is this
but
it's still gonna be blonking.
Now we're seeing secret.
Oh, no, wait, no!
You can't look at that. You can't look at any of those things.
We just got upskirt views. It's not gonna be
Don't look at the
hot.
skirt. Okay.
We got upskirts.
So,
It's fine.
Slightly the music.
Every
That's
Friday.
And I'm going to reveal the back, and then I'm going to ask you guys to place your minis where you think
Oh, not
they
roll
should be.
initiative. Okay. I know it's coming.
You think
I
you
mean,
can
Do
do
you?
it more that way?
No,
No.
he's pulling this out
The
for
others
us to
probably.
not roll initiative.
Oh, what
Good.
happies.
Yeah, it kind of got shifted a little bit.
Do you want
But-
this standing up?
Yeah, this should be over here, blocking things. And if you can move the river closer that way, so it looks like, Alright.
Wait, is that one of the stones from Skyrim? The stones of power?
Actually, can you hand me that
No.
stone, please?
It's got a hole though.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
ritual stone thing.
It's not one of the Skyrim ones.
Can you
all
pass me
Skyrim
the other
ones.
stone?
Or
This is the other one. This has no
Witcher.
purpose other than like, hey, I can do it.
Yeah, all the Skyrim ones have the inscriptions below the hole.
Oh yeah, fair.
Can you put
These
these
are
guys
just like
on the other side of the
druid
river?
stones.
On the other side of the
This side?
river?
Yeah.
This side?
With the boulder that just knocked over and broke
Everlee.
Everlee's foot?
Evelyn.
Evelyn! Sorry, my goodness, I'm sitting
This
next
is
to Evelyn.
Everlee?
That's me.
Yeah.
Am I on the other side
Wherever
of the
you're
river by them?
Put
We
you
didn't
guys
cross the river
wherever
yet, right?
you have not crossed the river yet.
Yeah, so the cart and horse would be next to each other. We'd be on that side, so
Where's the
probably.
And then here's cart and horse with the baby. Here's the other two babies. Here is the other baby.
Cross is definitely
Wherever you
hard
wanna put it.
for long.
Are you with your baby?
Yeah. Who else was in the cart?
And
Were you
here's the
still
last
in the
horse.
cart?
It's gonna be blocking the side.
I will
I mean, you could be
probably say, let's move this
Yeah,
a
we
little
can
bit
fit,
further
like,
this
three
way,
of you in the back
just so we
there
can
and still
see.
have room to spare.
This
Because
or
this
that?
is
So-
blocking, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, because you're small.
I don't want to block
The cameras. You're gonna not see me very well. That's okay.
that's why we have the power of moving cameras.
Oh no.
cameras.
Yeah. This is a thing. Shouldn't be slid that way.
Where's Booby Lena? Oh no, I dropped your man.
Okay.
It's so creepy.
He's a chauffeur.
Is that you, Carver?
All
Oh,
right.
wait, no, where's...
So the cameras are a lot closer.
Huh?
Yeah, that's fine.
So everybody, be careful with that.
As long as
As
No, I thought we were doing
I can still mess with my stuff, I don't think
you
I
do,
There you go.
That's the one that I got
See,
initially. And Viego's not
this
different.
huge
I'm fine with that one.
cloaked creature, as it just roars, you see these protruding horns curve out, completely covered in white fur, grabbing another stone.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were listening, but we said Merlin, not mountain.
I know. You had to cross the mountain to get to Merlin. That's what you say.
Is the Y for Yeti?
Huh? No, the Y is for yeah, boy.
The Y is for why the hell are we here?
Right! Can we retreat?
It's for waifu.
Can I have all you guys roll your initiative?
Damn it! Can we run away?
Yeah, you can run away and your initiative.
Probably not manageable.
Oh my god, I got a good initiative.
Holy hell, boys! That's the first good roll I've had this
Ugh.
campaign.
Where were
That's the
we
first good
intended on
initiative roll I've
going?
ever had.
Like, where was our path to lead us to?
You need to continue to run alongside the.
I'm not happy with
It
it.
had to happen eventually, bud.
Nor
path.
mine.
Do you have an active tooth in my skull?
I do.
Currently? Dope.
Yeah, multiple.
Yeah.
Oh, but
only-
it takes an action though,
Did
doesn't
you
it?
say milk bone?
It does.
Multiple.
So,
Milk to pull.
Multiple.
I heard milk to pull too.
20
I heard milk bone.
plus.
20 plus.
I'm aware. Okay.
20.
Dirty 20.
Do you both got 20s?
Yes.
Which one do you guys have?
Carver, you're outside of the cart. You should probably
Who's-
go ahead
also,
and
who's got a higher dex?
Well, how I view it is not higher dex, because if you have a higher dex, that means you physically roll a lower number.
I
By
have +1.
first is they decide, and if they can't decide, roll off. And if you don't want to roll off, who has the lower dex because you physically rolled a higher number.
Carver's
That's
gonna,
first.
Carver's gonna go ahead.
Is he first?
yeah, actually, we're gonna use this. Sure, Carver.
Where's Stony Maroney?
Carver, and then we got
Where are we?
Rocky.
Our favorite sad robot.
15 up.
18.
A solemn simulacrum. Stop.
Anyone got a 14?
Oof. Oh no.
10 up.
11.
5 up.
Me.
What did you
Nine.
get?
9.
Whoop.
Oof.
Oh, oof.
Not what I want.
Oh, you just totally messed up the. Sorry.
So-
I got it. I fixed it.
If I roll a 1 for initiative, do I still add my initiative?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your dex?
Okay, 3.
3, alright.
Hey.
And then we have.
It's okay, that's my 1 for the night.
Riven and
Wait, you rolled the one earlier.
And they're NPC, so we're not going to use it
You're
for
right.
now. They're taking care of
Start
their
up.
injuries. Okay,
What's the initiative?
so initiative is Carver, Cross, then Lena. Sorry if I'm going too fast. Yeti,
Called it.
Everlee. There's worse things if you went into the mountains.
It's a cloaked, horned yeti. I'm still terrified.
Yeah. Just letting you know, there's a map underneath there. There's 2 more. So, depending what you guys did. Everlee, Saerus, and then Ikad. Yeah, they got a 14. So, that's why we don't have battle music yet, because you haven't really engaged, but you guys can do whatever you want.
What's the direction we need to be going?
That way.
Can we stay
What
on
way?
this side of the river?
You can.
Go
We're in
that
throne
way
range,
past the
obviously.
wall of
This way?
death and yeti
Yeah.
thing.
Can I see that? You can actually mark an arrow pointing in that
This?
direction. No, what he has.
The initiative?
The pen marker.
It needs a marker.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
do you need
thing.
more markers?
No.
I have a lot of markers.
You've given
Oh,
me
those are-
10,000 markers. You've given me so many markers.
I'm in no dry erase markers.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You guys are going in that direction.
Okay, so we are going this way.
Yes. So, this is for.
Does anybody have a way to talk to the Yeti?
I have a way for
Carver, what are we doing?
What are these?
Those are huts. So I should probably describe the landscape instead of just be like, ooh, ah. This entire side is the mountain that you guys are going through. This is the lower parts of the mountains. Stones up here, representing the mountainous area. You see rocks and terrain that's kind of glossed over with ice. 3 large huts that are just barely contained and made with just hides and fabrics that are found throughout. And then the river that's kind of dividing both of you. The Yeti from you guys.
Aren't we on a road?
You guys were. You follow the river and you get to the other side of the river.
Okay. I was gonna say, who built a fucking road past a Yeti camp?
This is the first time you've seen them.
Do Yetis have
steps past an ice troll?
Do we know anything about Yetis?
You can roll a history if you want.
Would it be history or nature?
I mean, that's intentional. That's part of the task.
Nature would be to classify animals in the animal kingdom. These are entities with cultures and civilizations.
If anything could talk to it, we could tell it that we're just moving.
7.
7.
I think it wants to suck.
I don't like my rolls lately.
Or y'all's bummed.
You know that these are sophisticated creatures with social patterns and their own identities.
So probably they're their huts.
These are their huts, yeah. You can easily assume that. They from looking at this, they're probably nomadic.
What is the glowy bit?
It's because I can make it glow because it's really cool.
Sing.
Gotcha.
It has no representation on the board of the
Has it,
system.
has it seemed like it was saying anything?
It screamed and intentionally tried to injure you guys. It threw 2 large boulders.
But did it seem like it was talking?
No, it just growled.
Are they capable?
Did the other boulder hit the river?
No,
Not
one
Probably they
missed.
have nomad huts.
Right, one missed
One
Cyrus.
missed Cyrus, and the other one landed and broke
Evelyn.
Evelyn's foot. So you know it has quite a bit of power from
And
this
we're
distance.
trying to go this way.
Yes. So, because I want to make, unless we're all like, let's discuss that as a group, you guys act, then they act. If you guys want to take individual rounds, and then we're doing initiative track, so we've rolled already. Carver, what are you doing unless you guys want to move as a unit? It's up to you. I like your owl pendant. It's very good for tonight.
I mean,
Do you have an individual action, or do you not? Does anyone have an individual action? They're like, I want to do this.
I think we should all try and ford the river together
Is that what everyone agrees with?
before trying to do anything to at this thing.
I mean, is
I'm
the
in
river
agreement.
just continuing to
It
go?
continues. Yeah,
Yeah,
it just
we're on
continues
Saerus.
on. The river is Cyrus's marker of follow this, and eventually we'll see road, and then we can take the road out of the mountains.
Yeah, so then we could just follow the river.
Yeah. We could just keep going this way, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
I'm all
I
about
did
us
this
trying
as
to
a precursor. That's why there's
Yeah.
no initiative music either.
I assume the river is cold enough to like give us frostbite if we.
I mean, you almost got severe fever from the last winter encounter. This is a rapid river that's kind of going through.
That's why I'm saying we could just walk
It's
this
the
way.
middle of fucking winter. Shouldn't
Well,
the river
maybe not
be
walk, but
frozen?
I mean,
Kidding.
yeah, it should, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it should.
I mean, yeah, that's a really good point. So, what are we doing, y'all?
Moving water needs more.
Also supernatural stuff.
What did you even say? Magical.
Magic. No, supernatural. So what are we doing, y'all?
I'm all for keeping going this way.
Yes.
Using my using dash and everything to get away.
So you guys are just moving?
Yeah.
They
I'm
consist
gonna
of okay.
I'm basically gonna tell everybody to just
Yes.
make haste.
Yes.
Okay.
If we go that way, are we heading towards an area where we will need to cross more mountains?
You are heading out of the
Go.
mountains.
Yeah, we're heading out.
You're heading out of the mountains. You are using the river as a guide to find the road that takes you out of the mountains.
Is the river the same width all the way through? Like, is this a narrow spot? Can
You've
we
never
see
been
it?
here. You don't know. You would have to use your turn to ask Cyrus this.
Alright, that's my intention then. I'll wait.
I'll go ahead and use my turn.
Okay, if we're doing that, then Carver goes first.
Yeah.
If we're going to use specific intentions other than just a group dynamic one decision, then we're gonna go
Well,
with
I mean, I'm acting in support of the decision to fuck off away from this thing.
Yeah, I
Because
think
it's-
if that's
it's
needed
useful.
Sure.
in the group, that's what I intend to.
Okay, so you're asking Cyrus.
Yeah, if the river, if there's a certain spot we would need to cross it, are we waiting for like an inner spot, or is it the same?
You know that now. It's pretty even throughout. You just follow it. And then what
I'm using silent image to make an exact copy of Yeti Boy up there.
okay, so
And-
you are not full speed running then.
No, I'm still in the cart.
Yeah, we're
I'm
in the
in
cart.
the back of the cart mobile casting.
Okay.
I'm like spooling up to active state, yeeting exact copy of Yeti across the river and
Okay.
having it look directly
How far
at
does your minor image go?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Correct. If I'm there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
But are you also moving 30 to 60 feet per turn?
Yeah, but we're moving that direction.
Yeah,
So we can do it.
so I can sit there and just let it pivot along the edge of my cast radius.
Can you put this as the silent image?
Okay. Thank you. And it is just going to look up and mimic a scream at it, like that we just
Okay.
heard, and I'm going to screech by.
Why would you
Okay.
mimic an aggressive action back at it?
Distraction.
Alright. Aggressive action as the mimic. Anybody else doing anything as you're screaming?
Yeah. I'm trying to make it. I'm doing the throwing my voice thing like I
Yes.
did to the saber-tooth tiger.
Alright. Anyone else doing anything specific other than just moving? Okay.
Bark skin?
Are you walking?
I'm assuming.
Okay, so that's a very important thing. Yes, we got
2 people can technically double up on a horse.
Yes, I would not say your Iron Defender can though.
That's
No, I was,
fine.
if
Because
that
we
happens-
can squeeze 4 people onto the back of the cart if we have to. It just won't be comfortable.
With all the stuff, 3.
Because you got food and stuff to provisions.
Because what I was gonna do, what was my plan was basically like as soon as that happens, I was gonna go like this to whoever's closest to me.
There's gonna
to
be
ride
one person
with
on
me
a horse, and I'm
first.
trying to do
And then
So who's riding with
Actually,
There be one not on the horse. Defender in the card.
no. I can choose to. Yeah. I'm gonna yell for you to hop on the horse, because my Iron Defender's gonna hop off it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna give my Iron Defender the order of get it and point at the Yeti.
Okay.
And I'm going to salt bay some dirt onto the horse when he climbs on to long strider it.
Okay.
And as we catch up to each horse with people on it, I'm going to do the same to those horses. So all the horses are going to have an extra 10 feet.
Alright, so you have your action. Can you take the Iron Defender off? You're hopping on, right, Carver?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to try to move this way because I'm just sending it right
Yeah,
at the
for right now, just make me a strength check for it to cross the river. It's a very low DC.
It's got an 11. I can't pull up its stats.
I believe it's +4, right?
It's a +3 or a +4 for
I
strength.
believe it was +4, which makes that a 15. So yeah, you pass.
No,
Oh,
Do you know what
Sorry,
the steel
I believe it's
defender's
+4.
strength is?
No, it's a +2.
2.
Okay, so that'll be a 13.
Okay, so
It's
it
more dex based.
has not finished crossing the river, but it will be. So just 1 square into the river. But it's making through and it's not drowning or being pushed.
Okay.
1 square on the other side.
I can double check really fast.
So there you go, exactly.
If I remember
Okay.
correctly,
So you're on
still
a
defenders
horse.
restricted to dex.
Who is riding on this horse with Saerus?
It depends on what Lena's doing because
Yeah.
we're kind of together.
All right,
so
Lena,
are
what
you
do you do?
jumping back in the cart or are you getting on the Saerus?
Yeah, there's room in the cart for 1 person. There's horses for
If they are communicating all of this to us, then I would say, you're very protective, so I'm gonna say I'll get in the cart, get on the horse.
Yeah,
Alright,
because
put you or Minnie in the cart, and if you can put, thank you, that's exactly what I was going to ask. Alright.
My thought process was even if the horses are minorly inconvenienced by having 2 people, long striding all of them should
Yep.
circumvent
Currently,
that.
it is a +2 for sure.
It is supposed to? Okay, that's a very good point. So, no.
Assuming Lena.
She's off the horse.
She can't be like riding over it.
No,
and then
she is
put it-
off the horse at the moment.
She has a broken foot.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to put her on and.
Nope.
No?
Not at the moment.
Okay. She's not on the horse.
She is off the horse on the floor, and Riven is currently looking at her. So they're not on the horse currently. Okay. Now you guys have movement, and you guys are moving at the speed of the horse. At this notion, everyone except for your horse can move. You can use your bonus action to do a dash. So your horse's speed are. Do you have a war horse or a riding horse?
I have riding.
Riding, so 60. So everyone has 60 feet
Plus 10. Unless you're.
for yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then as we catch up to them, we're going to do
Alright.
the other ones.
I am going to ask if we can keep track of this. Because obviously the board can't move, but you guys are moving. So, horse 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 3 horses. Sorry, not 4 horses.
That's
Okay.
why I figured they would have this one whenever they get.
Yeah, I was gonna yell at
There's 3
Riven
heads and
like,
a ring on the Yeti.
That's what he's doing at the moment.
Make
Yeah.
haste.
Oh.
Okay, so 60 feet for your horse and 70 feet for your horse. Okay, as you guys are moving and trotting along, it is going to be the Yeti's turn. Yetis are. One runs down this path.
Yeah, beast.
And the third
Oh, I like that one. He's dumb. Looking.
Yeah, I like this boy.
They are going to continue moving alongside. So,
Alongside us. Kind of.
Like
Yep.
following us, but high.
yeah, they are trying along the mountainside and the hills. Since they do have a climb speed, they're not obstructed by any of this movement. So, as you guys are moving 60 feet, I will say these two are continuously on your path because they can actually move 80.
Oh boy.
Except for this one, who is staying by, and he is 20 feet behind. And he's going to attempt to throw a boulder at the Iron Defender. With a disadvantage,
I passed my image. Oh dang.
I rolled. They are not stupid.
Fair.
And they saw it materialize.
They look pretty stupid.
Oh, I forgot. I gotta describe the entrance.
So that is, I have to use the 8. Does the 12 hit the Iron Defender?
I believe so, yeah.
12? Okay. So it's going to take 1d10 of bludgeoning damage.
15 AC.
It has a 15? Then no.
Alright, as the boulder goes over, and you'll see the defender just sink to the bottom a little bit, and then as he's climbing back up, the boulder just hits alongside as snow kind of starts melting in the water. Alright, that's their turn. And then Yetis are at 80 feet. So they would move 60, 10, 20, 10, 20. Nope. Alright. What do you guys do now? As you just see these things almost like dogs just running as fast as they can, but they're going sideways. Just yelling at y'all.
They're not throwing boulders,
I'm
they're
gonna,
running.
And-
I'm gonna tell
And this
them
one's
to
throwing
keep-
boulders.
I am gonna tell them to keep moving. Like I'm gonna move as well. I'm gonna let the horse move. But
I do want to note that while you guys are 60 and 70 feet ahead, they have not moved.
Oh no.
They're getting on their horse.
I am gonna
But they're
cast.
following us, or they're following.
They're following y'all 60 feet behind.
If we stay where we are one round, they'll catch up. I can hit their horse, and all of our horses will be moving at 70.
I wanna cast a fog cloud to that mountain.
Fog cloud. That's a good spell.
Kind of in the middle of
It's
where
120
they are.
feet.
120 feet range, and then it explodes to 120.
That's a good. All right. Okay. Fog cloud.
And I counted that it was from here. From here, it was like 100 feet all the way here. So I guess like the 24 feet.
And then it spreads out.
And it spreads out to 120.
Okay. What about everybody else? I have to take that 12. It's not 20 and 19. I'm rolling with disadvantage. So you do see one just kind of stop as the other one just jumps down and continues on trailing. So that's a fog cloud. What about the rest of you guys?
Ikad's long striding our other horse.
Okay, long stride on the horse, and that can move 70 feet. Anybody else doing anything?
I've got an idea, but it's real stupid.
What's up?
Wrong campaign.
Wrong campaign.
It's actually untrue. That line transcends campaigns.
Yeah, like my backstory.
I need to.
Anybody else do anything?
I need to check how a spell works.
What's the spell?
Firebolt.
Oh.
I'm trying to see if it ignites
120
flammable
feet.
things.
It does not ignite the
Not
fire.
born, I believe.
Yeah.
It's not born.
So like a tree or cloth.
Or a 10?
A 10?
Leather doesn't ignite
Oh.
easily.
There is cloth woven in there, so it's a 50-50.
I'm gonna drop the silent image because it's obvious they didn't fall for it. They're not that dumb. Smarter than your other character.
They're smarter than Grog. I'll let you know that much.
I guess I'm just gonna stop trying to draw aggro and ready action. If I see them go to throw a boulder, I'm gonna throw a firebolt at the tent.
Okay, noted.
So they're still on the mountains?
Yes, they're alongside the mountains, yes.
So they're not on the ground?
Correct. These two are making the ways down to the ground though.
Okay. I will ready an action. It'll trigger whenever one of them touch the ground. And I will cast Spike Growth.
Oh, damn it, I was about to do the same.
You can do the same, you can double
Do the
up on
same.
Spike Growth. Hey, those are good.
That's
As
why
soon
you
as I
have
see
the
her
same
cast,
class.
I'm going to cast 20 feet outside of that so we get it.
Are you casting right now or she's
No.
preparing in
As
her
soon
hand?
as I see her cast.
Just letting you guys know because you guys are technically new to the campaign, but my house rules are if you are preparing a spell, it does not waste it if you don't cast it by the next turn. You don't finish it off and you can continue holding that spell. I don't like that rule. Doesn't make sense to me. But alright. Carver, what are you doing?
For now, I'm running.
Okay. At this turn, Riven does put Evelyn onto the horse and he gets on and starts riding. So, did you guys move?
Yeah.
We were continuously.
I thought
Okay.
we were waiting until they got on.
You can
We
take
would have
off
caught
the
up
silent
with them,
image
right?
right
'Cause
away.
they were a little bit.
No, so they're 60 feet behind.
Us.
If you move, they're still 60 feet behind now.
Okay.
Alright, so now,
A flammable object hit by the spell ignites if it is being worn or carried. Okay.
60,
Although it might not.
Are we
So 130
like,
feet.
touching with it?
140
If you
feet.
let
There's,
Ikad,
yeah,
horse is gonna be in front now.
yeah. So
I would have.
no, because he had to stop to cast a spell on your horse.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you both are at 130 feet away from the original start. They're at 60 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna say to wait for them.
All right, next turn. As that is happening, 100. No, he needs to continue moving forward.
Remove the silent image I dropped. Thank you.
All right, so he moved an additional 120. Okay, so
What about the iron?
the Iron Defender does need to move.
Where's he need to go to?
All right.
Yes, 40 feet.
I'm only moving at the 30.
Okay.
Actually, because they're going that way now too.
14 misses. Is that correct? 14
Yeah,
misses.
it's
The Iron Defender, as another boulder goes and just moves alongside as this thing just trucking along, moving throughout the snow.
Did
All
the boulders stop in the river? I didn't think there
yeah,
was.
it just splashes water. 5, 10, 15, 20. Onto the ground,
Okay.
and then we're going to move,
Oh, them throwing the boulder at the Iron Defender triggers my ready action.
and then move that one on the ground to here.
To there? Yeah. Okay.
And this one is keeping up with you guys.
Jesus.
Okay.
Are
Yes.
they both the two on the mountain?
Yeah, so this one would be behind with the Iron Defender,
Mhm.
and this one is keeping up with you.
Okay.
Yes.
Both so
Boulder triggers my ready action. Firebolt. Closest available 10, because I don't know if I have the range.
Okay, roll me to hit.
Well, would we still be where the tents are?
No. He has a 120-foot range that he can
Oh.
shoot it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Very sense of grace.
Wait, our nearest tent or
That is a 17 to hit the 10.
So it hits. The Yeti sense. That hits. Roll me a d10.
no? But we're just saying like he's doing the tent nearest to our party or the nearest to the Yeti where
The Yeti.
it's coming down.
Like
The one that's coming down is next to the tank.
he's targeting this tent. If that helps.
Yes,
Yeah.
that one. That is. I don't think I get any pluses to this particular one. So that's
No.
five points.
5 points of damage.
fire and ignites. Maybe.
So, as soon as he hits the ground and he starts moving, it's gonna trigger my action.
I said if you, in my head, if you rolled odd amount of damage, it would ignite it. All right. Yes.
Sweet.
So spike growth centered on this point right here.
20 feet.
20 feet, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Beautiful. So it would be like right. Okay, so it'd be
so
like
far
here.
from me just having this circle.
You can move the thing.
Okay, there.
So he's within the
Who you
spike.
recommend?
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's got what, 5-10 feet before he's out of them? Depending on where
Well,
he's actually
he
placed.
moved through it. He moved through it, so it would have been. Hang on, there's a whole thing. For every 5 feet of movement, he
2d4.
gets 2d4.
2d4. Okay.
And then he's got to roll though, right?
5,
For
10. That is
Wiz.
15 feet.
Does he have to roll Wiz save?
He has to see it, but he's already in it, so he doesn't need.
So okay. So how many?
That's 6d4s.
64. Okay.
Jeez.
Welcome to conditionally better magic missile.
All right. Does that trigger your?
Yes.
Where are you casting it?
Just on the other side. So.
Okay, so
But
is this
I
gonna
would
continue?
Assume to be yes.
Okay. All right. No problem. It's gonna continue on. We'll just flip the thingy over. Anything that you were doing, or anybody else? Any
I
actions that you
roll?
I
were
already
doing?
did mine.
Okay. Anything? Okay.
5d4? 64.
64.
33.
33 points of damage.
Quick
Ooh, that's
question.
quite a bit. He is bloody.
Quick question. This Yeti,
Because he
is
moved.
he keeping up with us?
No, he is staying behind, and it looks like he's beelining towards the defender or towards your other party members. This one is staying back to throw bullets at the defender. This one is keeping up with you. 33?
33.
And not right now, Lee, because it has not crossed your path.
Okay, I'm just getting free rolling.
No problem.
So the Steel Defender has some intelligence of its own.
Has one more time, sir?
Has some intelligence of its own.
Yes.
I told it get the thing, 2 more things popped up, so it should be smart enough to go for the thing that's close to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I want to cast.
I'm just making sure that logic
Oh,
tracks for you.
sorry,
Yes.
not 33.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's statistically more than you should have.
I
Yeah.
wanted to cast something.
And you put this underneath the Yeti. It is bloodied.
Under this Yeti?
Yeah.
33 wasn't doable with 64, so I think
That makes sense.
recalculating.
Sorry, 15.
Okay, it's not bloody.
Sorry.
How far are we?
It hit 22
130
instead of 2
Okay, so I
and
can reach it.
Alright, so it's not bloody yet, but we'll keep it in there because it might be because your spell is casted.
Is spike form different
So.
terrain, or is it the next one
I
up?
believe it's.
It,
It's considered difficult.
yes. So their speed is reduced. Thank you.
Good to know.
All right. Y'all's turn. Yeti's turn. Okay.
I got 20 whenever he.
That
he
is
hit
on fire. Morale
So her 33 turned into
15.
35.
Morale, what is this,
So
Warhammer?
with R2 together, whenever if he continues on, it'll be
Oh,
35.
we'll get to that point when it gets to that point. Okay. Technically, it's right here, but I can't put that there.
Okay.
All right. This one. He just needs to look at you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, Lena, roll me a wisdom saving throw. Constitution saving throw. Sorry.
Con save. Okay. That is a +2, so that is a 13.
13 just passes.
Yay!
God.
As it's sort of and it just stops and looks at you, and you all see its eyes turn ice blue, and just screams and echoes throughout the halls, and you start seeing snow start falling down as you guys are moving throughout this tunnel.
Huh.
And you literally saw ice start forming around your skin, and you saw literally tearing it off from things that you faced in the past couple of days that have similar effects to this. But no effect. And it only moved 40 feet because it has to use an action to do its gaze. And you are immune to its gaze. You are immune to all Yeti gazes unless they're abominable snowmen. So, don't fight. There is a version stronger than this. The abominable Yetis. Those are fucking...
Oh, I was picturing an actual just giant snowman, and I was like, oh god.
No.
Like big frosties.
They're the abdominal yetis. They just sit around doing crunches all day.
I
They're about
love
sick
Okay,
games.
so this
Wasn't that
Yeti,
the
because it
setting?
moved in that direction,
Wouldn't that be
is at the
setting then?
moment 10 feet behind you, separated by almost 100 feet, but it is keeping up because it's slowed down. That's where we are at the moment, so keep track of that. I am, but mentally. That Yeti moved down.
Is this Yeti moving? Oh wait.
Is he dash action? Oh boy.
Yep, action to dash. That Yeti.
He started his turn there, so he immediately takes 2d4.
Roll me 2d4.
There.
My defender.
It's going on y'all's turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did it have a
3.
defense or?
It was gonna be going for this yeti.
Okay. On the start of your turn, it will move to you. To the
Okay.
end.
3.
3 points of damage.
Woohoo!
Cool. Okay.
Hey, you got like a third of the magic missile just right there.
It is going to continue moving. So
How many?
it's going to now be 2 from you.
Uh-huh.
It's leaving.
That would
5, 10,
put it.
15, 20, 25, 30.
That's entering the other spike rope.
Yes, it is. That is going to be 6d4s, which you already rolled, right?
Yeah, 20.
20. Okay.
Plus 8.
Did you really max on the 2d4? Nice.
Yes, right there.
Very nice. That's 28 points. Plus.
Plus
It is
15.
very, very, very bloodied. As it's just moving and just tumbles down as these spikes kind of grind against its white fur, and you see just red, puddle of red. And that's just, it actually does get to the defender. If you can flip the spell over, I will say, what is your passive? Nope, I need you to roll. That's at a disadvantage.
He gets to the defender, you said?
He does get to the defender, and he
Okay.
will make
I don't know how much it's in.
1 claw attack. Nope, 2 claw attacks.
Go in our direction.
10 misses,
I'm not really sure how I can do
21.
That hits.
Yeah.
Oof.
Alright.
That misses even more.
That misses by
Yeah,
that
no.
much
An
more!
AC of 60, friend.
Yeah. It takes 2 points of cold damage,
It's made of metal.
and then it takes 8 points of slashing. As it claws at it, and you see bolts kind of, nobody does, but bolts fly off and they're freezing. It's getting damaged. Alright. You all do see.
My other one is here,
Okay.
so just
Yeah.
so you know. Well,
Perception,
that guy-
everybody,
Yeah.
at the start of y'all's turn.
Yeah. What's up?
Perception, everybody, at the start of your turn.
I keep trying to look. I was like, oh wait, no, this is 0.
Since you are drawing a beautiful, beautiful spell.
I'm
Sorry.
trying.
No, you're doing a great job. Fantastic.
Ikad
hard.
is too focused on trying to get all the horses moving at the same speed.
Okay.
8 for perception.
If you stop this round, they will catch up to you, just so you know. If that was still the plan.
That is Ikad
Okay.
plan.
No, I was gonna stop somewhere else.
Okay, cool. So just make sure that's plan. All right. I'm sorry. Apologies. What'd you get? Perception?
8 because he's worried about
Okay.
the other 2, and when they catch up, he's gonna saltay the dirt on them.
You are waiting for them, and as soon as they're arriving, they just glizzle the dirt on them. Glizzle. That's a word. 19. You see this?
I'm too focused on trying to figure out if I'm about to get immediately murdered and lighting things on fire. That is a 5
Yeah.
for perception.
12.
23.
Pass.
17.
Okay, so Carver, Lena, and Everlee, you guys do see as this Yeti, who is literally 10 feet behind you, you've seen how fast this thing is. It can catch up to you within 10 seconds if it really wants to. It just stops and starts speaking in a weird language as you all see the other Yetis look and it starts moving back.
Back through the spikes?
This one starts moving back this way
Ah.
to the mountains.
We're out
So-
of their territory. Or that's what I think.
It's moving this way, stopped and starts. What are you guys doing? Since this all happened at the same time. It is y'all's turn. You see that it's starting to move backwards.
We're gonna. I'm gonna keep telling them. Are we all caught up now, like all together?
Yeah.
Now you are. But that use Riven's and Evelyn's movement and dash to get where you guys are at. Yes.
By any chance, was that language giant?
Roman intelligence because it is a sub-language of giant.
Okay, because I know giant.
So that's why we're rolling intelligence.
You can do it! Woo!
Yeah, since we decided that Undercommon wasn't the Fey language.
Yeah, Sylvian would be
I was,
the biggest.
14 plus 4 is 18.
Oh.
You understand a couple of words very, very clearly. Brother. Down. Help.
They want to help the other one.
And we keep
In giant, I will call out
Okay.
and say we were just trying to pass through.
Roll me persuasion with advantage.
Ooh.
The
Okay, better
advantage
than
is that they did not anticipate themselves being 12. Well, okay.
Fuck your dice, Ryan.
I will say
No, it's
reaction.
fine. It's because there's someone else's dice.
It's not as
the
beautifully
set.
as I would want to say, so I need an intelligence roll. You're not going to just get it. Make me another in check to see if you understand this part of Yeti.
That's 22.
Fuck my dice, huh?
Yeah, fuck your dice. It won't let me talk to them, but they can yell at me.
You hear you didn't quite understand, but it felt like it was saying, like, this is a warning. Cold witch, but in a warning fashion.
No.
They're concerned about a cold witch.
We should throw them a sandwich. No, I'm just kidding.
Alright. How my drum set?
Okay.
Legal!
What are you guys doing?
Taking the horse ride is moving.
It's still y'all's turn.
Okay. They're concerned.
I don't feel bad about Steel Defender scaring you. After that.
Hey, we wanted wings. We got them.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
I wouldn't
I'm
have felt
thinking
that
they would be
anyway. I
coming
thought it
out
was hilarious.
soon,
How
but
far
there's
is the
too much
cart
going
from
on.
The cart? One more time. The cart or Ikad? You guys are all at the same speed at the moment. As long as you guys do not move forward, everybody is in the same vicinity.
Okay, so how far away is that
From them,
the closest Yeti?
the closest Yeti would be. That's why I have a
I
rule.
got 40 feet. Does that sound right? This guy.
No.
Were you calling the translation out in character?
Okay,
Yes.
1 second.
And
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80.
Why do you think I repeated it?
30, 40, 50,
my
60,
brain doesn't like
180 feet away.
I'm gonna halt the cart.
You're gonna halt the cart?
I mean, we were already halted.
Yeah, you guys are. You stop. You're waiting for them to catch up to you.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I mean, for this action.
Okay.
My bonus action, Ikad is going to call out to the defender.
Is it a mental leak? Can he hear you from? Oh, it's 130 feet away.
Yeah,
Sure.
I can shout.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are fire.
It's not.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
moving.
It's just.
There's not
it's
enough
hard
map.
to say that,
Yeah,
right?
there's not enough map for us to move that way.
I was thinking of switching it sideways, but it would be too confusing. So just mental gymnastics.
Gotcha.
Ikad is going to yell for the defender to stand down and come back towards us.
Okay. And we'll start moving back.
If it doesn't catch up, we can leave it. I'll make another one.
All right. What about the rest of y'all?
Did Ikad tell us what was going on? Like, we heard him.
I believe so,
running
right?
and
He was-
he
he
said
was
it.
saying-
Yeah.
If he would have said that out loud,
I dropped
Yes.
my
I dropped Spike Growth.
Okay. Thank you. Spike Root gets dropped. Can I have the spell?
Yeah.
I'm just going to be looking expectantly from Ikad to the rest of the party. Like, my wand is still actively leveled in that direction, and then seeing people start to disengage, I'm just gonna lower it.
An hour
Just kind
is
of
still
look.
going.
Okay. What? Anybody else doing anything?
I'm gonna detect magic.
All of the things around you.
You get a huge ping on a scarecrow in a cart.
Well, thanks.
Are you using your action to identify the school?
Identify the what?
The school
Yeah,
of
I mean,
magic.
yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of divination magic sprinkled in the air.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know that yet, but oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm gonna say something's watching us out loud.
Okay. Anybody else doing anything?
I'll dismiss the fog cloud and I will tell them to let's just keep moving and get out of their territory.
Yeah.
No one else has an action? You will see the Yeti start moving back. A couple of them start pounding on the fire, throwing ice at it. Except for the one that was chasing you guys. He's about 90 feet back. And you see as it kind of starts moving throughout the snow. I will end with this. As you guys are tunneling throughout, and you do see the path in front of you, it's going to take you maybe about a minute to get there. You will be able to get there. The Yeti starts running
Towards us.
towards y'all, still 90 feet back. And it just looks up at the sky. I'm going to have to ask you to roll one more time for intelligence. It just roars.
18.
18, okay. You will hear a couple things. The full sentence you don't quite understand.
That's all good.
The sides of the mountains start moving as the snow starts piling down. And it just, you don't quite get the first parts. But at the end, you hear this Yeti say, I did my job. Roll me an insight as well. And what is your passive insight, Everlee?
Insight?
Passive
My-
insight.
My passive perception?
No, insight.
Oh, insight is 16.
16. You, as it was talking, either it's trying to bring down the snow and avalanche you guys, as there is quite an avalanche start rising from behind y'all. It really felt that it was turning and speaking behind it. It was talking to something else.
I would let them know what I heard it say when
Okay.
it said it. My insight, does a 6 get it?
That's why I...
Wow! Oh, I guess a
So
plus
as-
2, I rolled another 4.
As I see, like,
Yeah,
I'm on the
my dice.
horse with Saerus, right? And I'm looking, and there's like an avalanche.
It's starting to go to... You all do feel that it's at a safe distance. But there is something physically trying to separate you guys. And that is this avalanche. And you just reading body language and its mannerisms, they're very direct in their speaking. They're facing.
Yeah.
It was facing away from you guys after it just growled. And you heard, I did my job. So, the last 30 minutes of the game, what do you guys do?
Is the defender gonna be able to reach us or not?
It will.
Okay.
It's going to take probably like 10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it's going to dig through the snow, but it will be able to make it.
Yeah, it's basically that. We're gonna slow down and slowly cross the river when we get a chance to.
Yeah, and it's on the other side, so it doesn't have to cross the river.
Yeah, it doesn't, yeah. Because eventually, no, yeah, it'll have to cross the river, but it's perfectly fine. You'll be able to, the road passing onto the other side.
Well, no, we're crossing the river on the road, right?
Yeah, because you said
The river ends and then the road continues from that. The Steel Defender needs to cross that river to get to the road where you guys are at. You guys do not.
Okay. I thought we needed to. Cross
You're
the
just
river.
parallel going. Where the
Okay,
road is.
yeah. I think we both thought the road
was
Oh,
on
no,
the
no,
other
it,
side.
it just
to
it
the
parallels
right.
goes
Yeah.
alongside.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm choosing to take what Carver said very literally and kind of. I whisper once, "There's something watching us," and I'm going to sit down in the back of the cart and watch it back. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be watching. I am kind of looking for the owls we saw earlier, but
No problem.
Fuck those owls.
yeah, fuck that court.
Parliament.
The Parliament.
It's a court.
But it's still
It's the highest court in the land.
What do you do, guys? So you guys are on the other side. You finally reach. You know it's about 2 days journey, but you are out of the dangers of the mountains. Something that you've never faced before, Saerus. You learned that. I mean, at least Lena, you know. Sorry, Everlee, you know that these are nomadic creatures.
Like,
You've heard some of the conversations that happen.
I am gonna tell them that like I've passed through these mountains many of times. I've never seen them.
I'm still riding with
Yeah,
you,
you guys are.
so
You guys are all within earshot.
Yeah, I'm saying this to everybody.
do you feel like the sword's bringing them to us?
They have tents.
Yeah.
I think they were setting camp there.
I think they reacted the same way we would if something that's typically hostile towards us rode up on one of our camps.
As soon as the sword was mentioned, Lena is touching the sword at her side.
Is it there?
Check your
Am I in touch range of Lena now?
Sure.
Okay, I want to do protection from good and evil.
COD will also add in. They sounded reasonable enough to me.
Because it's supposed to keep her also from, like, there's something going on with her, I know, we've been talking, so it's like supposed to do something with charms and
Yeah, it
fear
protects
and-
against celestial fiends, undead apparitions. I
It
think
says
everything's.
You can't be charmed, you can't be frightened,
Oh, I can't be.
possessed.
Yeah.
Anyway, because of my elvish.
Yeah, when Ikad said something, they sound reasonable to me. I am gonna say, like, I think they're just protecting
Oh, I
the
have to
territory.
change this.
Yep.
So with my knowing giant, can I say that specifically I know hill giant fairly well because I had a hill giant drinking buddy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no, he was drinking out of all my coin.
Just RP purposes, Saerus is, Everlee's the only one who's gonna hear it because she's right there. But Saerus is just gonna say, well, like, why didn't you tell me that earlier? Kind of like because I have a spell that I could have casted and understood every single thing, but I didn't cast it.
Yeah. Sorry.
So basically somebody is telling me what I could have helped you.
I'm just saying to this guy in the back of the cart, because I can't see anything watching us, but Carver said there's something watching us. I'm just gonna say to this guy, what are you? Like, not quite confusion, but
Yeah, you're right there. So I definitely would have heard you say that. Lena would have looked over at Cross when he did that and said, sometimes they'll talk back, and you don't want that to happen.
I'm enthusiastically nodding yes.
You want it to happen.
You sound a little bit sunsick.
Wait, what?
Lord.
You were smiling with your mouth open?
That's the wrong campaign.
With your eyeball teeth?
I do still have the mask on, so.
Anything anyone else wants to say or do before we end tonight's game?
Saerus, no.
No, because we're not at a spot where we're going to be resting yet.
Yeah.
Not at the current. Before you, no, not before. You guys have passed the mountainside. You are currently on the road. Everybody sees this. Ikad, you feel it first. As from your bag, a hand appears.
God damn it!
Mother
Damn.
fucker.
And in its hand, a single tooth.
A tooth?
I take the tooth.
And the hand goes back.
When the hand comes out, y'all do hear an oh motherfucker.
My fucking
and when I take the tooth, I'm going to here in front of us. I'm gonna go, hey Carver, I got one.
You all
Yeah,
see
you
that
can't
there's
just
carvings in the tooth, almost like around it.
What? Carving?
Carvings.
Not Carver.
Not Carver, but carvings.
Ikad, I am looking directly at you. I pull the mask up and
I'm not putting it in you.
No, you.
I have them.
If I see the carvings,
I'll see it.
does it look? Can I read this at all?
It looks common.
It looks common. What does it say?
You hand over the.
No, I would be looking at it.
Okay. So, as you look through it, and everyone's very intently kind of watching over your shoulder to see what is this? What's happening?
We all saw the hand,
Yeah.
right?
you all saw- I mean, it's broad daylight.
Yeah.
It looked like a hand we've seen before, yes.
I'm still trying to charades tell him to put it in his mouth.
I have teeth.
It says a trade. Peace for my gem.
Peace for my gem. Oh!
I'm gonna ask you how your teeth work.
You should destroy that immediately.
Can I talk to it with the tooth?
No.
As soon as Carver
But they
says
can watch us.
that, Lena will say, "Can I see it real quick?"
I'm trying to charades how the tooth
She's
works.
literally gonna ask you, "Can I see it?"
Don't destroy it.
It's probably not good to have on us.
Don't destroy it. And I will let you see it.
Okay.
At least you didn't see with your eyes, not your hand.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm
Is
just
the
picturing
defender caught up to us
picturing the
yet?
fourth grade.
Yeah.
Look, you can see it from here.
Okay. I'm gonna give it to the defender to walk over to her.
You don't trust me?
Think from your nightmares is handing you.
Yeah, I'm
Good.
really not happy about that, but I know it's the defender now, so and it
Does it have
doesn't
a
look the
blue
same.
face?
does
It looks. I mean, other than the metal parts, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like the thing we saw, but made of metal.
Yeah. Instead of night sky.
Don't why? I'm Lena. Don't do that to me.
I am now charadesing at Lena.
Is it a human tooth?
So she will take the tooth, and she will just say, "Actually, no. Wait.
Oh no.
Lena just breaks into a death
Actually-
chord song.
Destroy! Disinfect your surroundings!
Had it.
What's the spell?
Detect magic.
Check my that.
Yeah.
That's magical.
Can I tell what type?
Divination.
Okay. I'll say this feels like something to watch us with.
Yes, he just said that. I have a plan for it.
I mean,
The second I hear I have a plan, I'm just.
Carver. I mean, this is a trick you were taught at a very young age. Very powerful, but hard to master. But this is. You know the implications of what this means.
Lena will give the tooth to Carver.
Okay.
I am gonna look at Ikad and was like, what is your plan for it?
The tooth will be gone within the next 5 minutes if I can get it back.
What do you want to do with it?
I'm writing back on it and giving it to the hand to hand off to whoever's it was.
Is the hand still there?
Is the hand just like waiting?
No,
I fucking know where the hole in my bag is. I can also open the bag and go, hey, dickhead, I've got a response for you.
I can say it. No, I can't say that. in
I can
Sylvan.
say it in Sylvan. I speak Sylvan.
Fair.
Lena will say in Sylvan, so can I.
What language? Hags have their own language.
there's no way hags also speak giant, but then again, stupid things speak giant that shouldn't.
I mean, it's all, the writing on it is
Yeah,
common.
so I can respond in common, I know, but I was saying for yelling into the bag purposes.
Put it in caps lock.
I have a better idea. Respond with my own tooth.
Okay, give me a fucking tooth then.
I'll pull out our tooth. And
Okay, can I have that tooth too?
As you see him pulls out a tooth. Very identical.
If we are
Have
breaking
we
that
watched,
tooth,
we never
I want to be the
saw
one
him
that
do
breaks
this
it.
before. He's always
Daylight.
done it very secretly.
Previously, Riven and Evelyn have seen him.
Yeah,
I've
not
seen him do
often
it.
yet.
Yeah, the
I'm
rest
sure
of
you
you.
have.
I mean, I've been traveling with them for.
Yeah, but they have not seen it until just
We
now.
just haven't seen it.
Yeah, I will
Yeah,
take
just
your
nonchalantly
tooth, but I asked if I can be the one to break that tooth since it was handed to me.
My question is, are you using your class ability to do this? Because if so, I think that cancels the tooth that's currently in my head to let you talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I can only have one active at a time.
Rip.
Destroy it immediately.
Yep.
I'll hand it back to you.
Okay, I hand it to the destroyer and say to powder it. And then I have it dip its hands in the river to wash the dust off. And I'll take that, your tooth. I can carve on this, right?
Yeah.
Cool, I have carving tools. I will write on there.
I feel like Carver would have cooking tools.
I don't.
What,
He just
Jim?
finds a random kitchen knife and just goes to town.
Okay.
And I will open the bag and go, hey, dickhead, I have a response.
Nothing happens.
I know where the hole in the bag is.
Yeah.
I reach into the bag, reach into the hole in the bag, I drop the tooth.
Okay.
And then in common, in Sylvan, and in giant, I will say, there's your answer.
As he's in the bag,
I mean,
I'm
I'm only
gonna-
up to here.
go ahead and drop into a trance.
Okay.
Oh.
Get out of here. You're screaming at the
What
back.
you see
Oh.
is lights and shadows moving past as this odd hand just moving forward and breaking and contorting, and you see what looks to be like a rip of, and then just gold kind of flying by, another rip, and you see what looks to be tools and weapons fly by, another rip, and you see just skulls and powders and urns, and you're getting from these just other bags. And into the it just crawls through, and you see the bag man pull down a tooth as this pitch white with blue accent skinned woman with this odd elongated one arm on the other one kind of grabs onto the stone and just eats it, and then nothing. And you're back to where you were.
Nice.
I have my wand leveled at the bag of holding, expecting Batman to come through. I've seen it happen in front of me. Like,
While
Okay,
while
also-
we are going to
I
train,
let
we
us-
ask Ikad when he wrote.
no, I'm just like pointing
Are
at
you
the
gonna tell us?
Yeah, I'll tell y'all. Also, I will inform y'all that I can stop this bag from being a magic bag, but then down the line someone owes me a fucking bag.
Do I recognize?
But also, until we deal with this thing, I'm not going to be able to have a magic bag.
Perception?
Yeah, I was like, I think every time we make that, it's gonna keep coming back.
11.
What was the message?
My fucking potatoes.
It asked for the gem, and I said, what gem?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the same one. Looks similar. Maybe a sister, but not the same one. That's where we're going to end tonight's game.
Yay!
Don't worry, we're ending it like 13 minutes after.
3 minutes left. What do? Have a whole nother scene.
Yeah. It happens like that. Every single time, like, alright, any last minute thing, 2 hours later.
Yeah. That's how they work.
It was just one last thing.
Just one last thing, but one more, but just one more, alright? Just like one more. Just one more thing.
These sessions always feel super short to me.
because my group that I have done Warhammer RP with for about a decade now.
Yeah.
We do
7-hour games.
Oh whoa! We do 8 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Nice.
And like
He tells me stories about
3 to 4 times a year we do 24-hour sessions. Like I do marathon.
Nice.
I do marathon RP sessions. So these I'm like, all right, opening act, let's go. All right, what are we doing next? Right, and then you
It's
go
hard
sessions over.
to keep people entertained for that long, but we will on Afterlife.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not hard to keep us entertained for that long.
Yeah, we
We're in
enjoyed the
it.
heck out of it.
Yeah, just look at your gorgeous face and entertaining me.
Yeah, especially when he's trying to think what he's going to say next, and he goes, ah. It's my favorite part.
I'm gonna start bringing my own sticky
Why did you do that?
There's a couple of pages over there.
Are these like right onable?
Yes, those are for y'all to
I
write
didn't
on.
know that.
Yeah. But all right, so thank you guys so much for watching. We love you all. Please be safe to one another. Please protect each other. Go get vaccinated.
Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
Be kind.
Be kind to one another. We'll see you next time. Adios. Bye, everybody.
Bye.